interesting sounds there. Okay, so welcome to our game. It is session number 67, or as it can also be done as season 5, episode 17. As I bring the camera closer to me so the recording can hear me a little better. Okay, so it's also day 225 of the season. One of the few seasons where you've actually had lots of time pass mid-game. You've had a couple where it was a single month.
Yeah, true.
This is probably the longest time-wise season you've done so far. Okay, at the table today we have Kesley.
Hello, hello. I am playing Keyfoge here, Mandalorian Clan Security, my current title. Usually no nonsense rule follower, has since changed to some nonsense follows rules that she deems worthy.
Wouldn't it be wants to have more fun instead of just following rules?
Exactly. So yeah, no, that's kind of.
Next up we have is Ross.
Yes, I'm playing Korad, the Cyborg Clan technical support, with his new assistant, PAD A1. Yes, so I'm now starting along the lines of being a droid tech as well.
So PAD-A1.
Yep.
Okay.
Personal assistant droid A1.
Next up we have is Mike.
Hello, I'm playing a Gungan named Brum Crash, one of the few Gungans that are actually coordinated. I'm from the Panorama Mountain Raceway, and the resident pilot, mechanic, computer whiz that we have.
And just joining the table because she's making us all copies is Ariadna.
Thea True Striker.
Who's currently off camera.
Off camera? How close do I need to be on camera?
You're on camera now.
I'm on camera now.
See, you're on that one.
Hello. My name is C-Scorpio. No, I'm not gold enough. I need to put more gold on. Starwing Clan leader. Not a bounty hunter anymore. It's kind of a cool title to have, so it's kind of sad that we had to give that up.
Technically, you're still in the bounty hunter career.
But if we were in the business of adding titles, right now we're pirate chasers or pirate catchers, because we've just finished...
Privateers is the term.
Well, we've just taken down a group of pirates.
Yeah.
So, Pirates Bane, I think we'll go with.
It depends on who looks at us. If it's Imperium, we'd be still classed as pirates.
No, it's from the pirates' perspective. We'd be their Bane because we've just taken down their secret place, and hopefully we're going to locate a bunch of...
For ourselves as well.
Grey
so
Griffins?
therefore we still are pirates.
You can be a pirate and still be Bane of other pirates. I'm pretty sure anyone who's met, not Londo,
Lando?
the pirate that gives people so
Hondo.
much... Hondo.
Hondo is the...
I'm pretty sure anyone who's met Hondo would consider him the bane of all pirates, because he stabs them all in the back equally as badly.
He's a bane to everyone because he's a backstabber.
Exactly.
And everybody knows that.
So my argument is we could be pirates Bane and still also be pirates ourselves.
Barbosa.
So yeah, if you continue to do that voice throughout the entire episode, there you go. It's got the appropriate
Pirates of the Caribbean bag.
accessories for
So does the key actually move?
Yeah, it does.
invading. I'll go finish coffees while I'm guessing Kiana does the summary.
Nope, I wasn't there.
You weren't there? Okay.
All I know is we had a plan to go in the cave. You guys did that. You captured some pirates that are now working for Feather. Along with, you have now captured the captain. And
we've got to hold it.
It
We've got to
sounds
hold it
like
of
you,
ships
you
too.
could do
and
the
that's
summary.
where you left it. Is we captured the captain and we were out of combat. That is the last I know.
And bowlers for the win.
Alright, yeah. So,
Do you want to finish the coffees, Ed?
yeah, I was going to say, you are going to do the summary while I finish coffees?
I can do the
You
summary.
need to make explosive ones.
I think I even have. I'm not sure if I wrote it down on the update for it. Let's see. Did I actually put a summary on there? No, I just said overnight at the ship, traverse the caves, battle the pirates. So that's a quick summary of it.
Yeah.
Though there was also the party bus driver crashing the party bus Mark II.
Is that what he is that what he ended up naming
No, that's
the
what I
Krillin?
said.
That's what Ross named it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
and then we found out he's a terrible driver.
And you
He's all
had
talk.
many hours that you had to walk through the tunnels where
We were
you
running
almost
out of
ran
air.
out of air getting there. So
Oh,
if
that's
it had been a worse crash, you probably would not have had any survivors.
Oh yeah, we would have had one.
Only if one person took all the gas canisters.
No.
and they weren't damaged.
It wouldn't have been alive. My droid.
Not necessarily a survivor though.
Considered droids alive or not? Depends on your stance on droid rights.
He wouldn't last much longer because there wasn't many places to power up.
Yeah.
And that's if he could find his way out of the tunnels.
Yeah.
So we were just covering the bit where Feather was bragging about how good of a driver he was and they crashed the vehicle.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And totaled it within like 3 seconds of that statement.
Yeah.
Well, it was about probably say an hour. I don't know, it was 4 hours into the trip.
Yeah.
To be fair, it would happen to all of us had we ever made a statement to the tune of "I am the best driver ever."
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, we now know that Brum Brum's the.
Yeah, Brum Brum's the guy to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Ash is also a better driver than.
Really?
Yeah, but Ash was outside shotgun. Literally.
To get the big gun.
So yes, after getting there, you sprang an ambush on the pirates by
Announcing that we're here.
basically sneaking badly, shooting, yelling, and then doing the Leroy Jenkins rush into the front.
Wait, let's sneak up on the pirates.
Where you plan to be sneaky, stealthy, and strategic, and just run in.
That's from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So failed stealth.
At least I've got chicken.
And in that process of the battle, the pirate leader tried to flee, but you had managed to capture and subdue him. I believe that Brum Brum used 2 bowlers and captured 2 people that way.
I think the first one got gunned down. I think
I think he got, well, he was caught, even
he
if he
was
was
caught,
gunned
but he
down.
was gunned down by the other guy because he also got persuaded by Feather, who seems to be great with his mouth, and that's about it.
Well, that's why everyone thinks he's good at everything, because he's able to persuade people no matter how badly he does stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just someone else's problem.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
wasn't me.
He was blaming on the shoddy vehicle, even though myself and Brum Brum know it wasn't that.
It was about to
because
fail
we
anyway.
Fixed it.
Okay, so yes, you have infiltrated the base. You managed to capture the most of the pirates and the pirate leader. There was quite a few. there was quite a few casualties in the pirates while you were attacking.
Yeah.
Mostly from pirates shooting other pirates because you
Persuaded
Convince them.
convinced them to turn on their fellows.
Feather sweet talked them into changing sides, and Brum Brum took them down with his bowlers.
The only thing that he can do properly.
I can do quite a lot of things properly. It's just that you're not used to.
Oh, no, Feather.
Feather.
Yeah.
And we ended the session with you finding capturing the pirate leader.
Yep.
Your bowlers went zzz.
Okay, so yes, you have a bunch of pirates who have put their weapons down.
So is he actually working for himself or any syndicates?
He had got that far.
You hadn't questioned him at all.
No, I'm just more of with my underworld knowledge of this one.
All you know of the Scourge is it's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All we'd literally done was zzz,
yeah, that was
and
it.
he went bloop, and that was where we ended.
So to remind me, I know there was talk about closing or locking or opening a door or whatever. Can you physically, where are we?
Okay. There you go. I have a map.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's handy when I can just drop things in like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you captured the pirate leader in this tunnel.
Yep.
You did
Before
most
he
of your
could get to his
fight in this area,
Yep.
and it was this area that you failed your stealth in.
Gotcha. So we captured him in the hallway on the way
To
up,
area G.
up to area G. Okay. Cool.
Let me see. I think I also have the useful pictures. Let me see. So that's roughly the Scourge's symbol.
That looks cool.
That's when you saw the space dragon.
Yeah.
That's the Ithorian you spoke to.
Yep.
And that's stuff to come up. I had a few things extra in there today.
Cool.
So was that a maintenance droid? How old?
That was a B1 droid, the B1 worker droid. Because B1s weren't always battle droids.
Yep.
The battle droid was less hardy than the worker droid.
Yeah, worker droids are normally a lot better because they're built rugged because they.
Well, they lift heavy stuff. So they're designed to lift what you can't. If they can only lift what you can, then why have the droid in the first
what's
place?
the point? Yeah. Okay, so he is now captured.
Yeah.
I would suggest that we probably now go talk to him. Yeah, if you want to sit him up against the wall, and we can start interrogating him to find out where the Great Griffin's crew is, if we don't already know. I don't think, we don't know, we know they're here, but we don't know where they are, is that right? The Great Griffin's
We are hoping that they're still.
You're assuming they're
We're
here.
assuming. Okay, got it. Okay. So, I say we sit him up against the wall and we start asking some of the hard questions. So, I don't know if you want to take lead on that or if you want me to.
Well, I can assist as well.
So we could wait for Ariadne to come back with coffees.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, mine would be doing intimidation on him.
Gotcha. So we'll wait for our fearless leader to.
Fearless leader can do questioning.
Cool.
Is that so we've got them all up against the wall, but you said we've got the red pirate guy with the bowlers?
You've got the pirate leader of the bowlers, yes.
We didn't recognise who he was, did we?
You had not met him before, though he does dress as smartly as Feather wishes he did.
But the other thing is this the captain?
that the other pirates do defer to him?
So I will put binders on him and take the boulders off and deferentially get help from my teammates to get him to his feet without dragging him all over the place. Ross, I'm just going to do some...
Because his equipment does say fancy clothes.
I like it.
What else has he got on him?
He does have a heavy blaster pistol, a
Not
vibro
anymore.
blade, and a vibro sword.
Yep, so
plus
we're
a
taking
combat
all that
kit.
off him.
Yeah, for the moment, take the weapons off him.
And if he's got any fancy pins or anything like that, because I know they can be used as
is there
lock
anything
picks and-
on him that would give us information about who he is?
Okay, do you have education?
No, but I
I do.
will use my street smarts. So I'll use my underworld for that.
I've got. If you're doing education, I've got 3 yellow and 2 green.
Oh, wait a sec. No, it's not street smarts. It's talk the talk.
Talking talk just means you're good at bullshit.
Well, we have the person
No.
who's basically searching him.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one who has to make the roll. If he can't figure it out, then he can ask other people to help. But he asked if there was anything there. So
No, talk to talk. I actually use underworld for any knowledge skill.
but it comes across as a criminal meaning.
Yeah. And so I flip a thing. Cost me a destiny point to flip it.
There should be 2 more.
Also
Should be
explains
black.
the reason why Batman knows everything.
So these should be.
That
black.
one should be black,
You
and
say
he's just
explain the
spending a
reason why
destiny point, so
Batman
you
knows
flip another one.
Yeah, it's a Batman talent.
Okay, so.
Wasn't there
I
more
can
than
use
that?
my
And what is your underworld?
3 yellow, 2 green, and 1 blue.
I've got.
So this check,
5
is
green.
that to determine if you know what the pins might mean?
Well, he was basically saying, did he find anything identifiable on him?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just making
And,
sure he doesn't have any.
As the GM, I asked what his relevant ability was, so I could then have it rolled and see if he actually recognizes anything.
Yeah. So I gather I'll do mine separately as well.
It depends if everyone's looking over what Carl is pulling off the guy
Yeah,
in front
okay,
of
cool.
everyone.
Alright, yep.
Why does this reminds me of the mask?
The mask?
Yeah, when he's getting searched by the police.
Oh, yeah.
But they keep pulling stuff out of his pockets,
Yeah.
don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so looking through his stuff, he has a Alderaan Rangers pin.
An Alderaan Rangers pin.
Okay, so is it? So you're from Alderaan?
Has Alderaan been exploded yet?
It has not.
We're like,
No, it's just really weird that we've got an
I was
Alderaan.
gonna say, are we like 10 years
Spoiler
off
alert.
of that?
No, it's just weird.
You're
Alderaan
coming
is supposed
closer.
to be
Getting
peaceful.
closer, yeah.
They're normally peaceful diplomats.
No, they're not always peaceful diplomats. They do have a military, and they used to have one of the more well-known Republic military forces, because they were not always.
But isn't that like in the distant way past? Way back?
During the Empire era, they have no military.
I thought they also in the.
They did have some serving people during the Clone Wars.
Okay.
Which
I
was
thought-
the- which was
I thought
the Rangers.
Alderaan was non-militaristic during the Clone Wars.
The planet itself was not a military-based planet; it was an artistic planet.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they can't have military personnel
Okay.
from it.
Well, I'll look at that. Gee, that's weird.
And from what you hear, that there's not a huge amount of Rangers from Alderaan still around, because they disbanded them about 10 years ago.
So, what we know of the Rangers is that
The old Iranian Rangers,
Yeah,
specifically.
the old Iranian Rangers. Would that be like the equivalent of what we were in terms of Rangers?
It would have been what the Sector Rangers were built around.
Right.
That concept, because they were the protectors of sectors.
Yeah. So he's a long way from home. That's if it is his badge.
But it might be that he's been through something similar to what we went through.
No,
He started
no.
out being Rangers, trying to kind of enforce some sort of law and
I'm
order,
just
so to
basically
speak.
seeing what his reaction is. when
And
I
then,
was
you know,
asking about that.
Got screwed by the Empire or by someone or something led him to becoming a pirate. And we're essentially smugglers, mercenary pirates too. So he might have a similar path to us. So that's kind of something to keep in mind as we're questioning him. I gather the reason I'm the one doing the questioning is I've got all the good question stats.
You're also the leader.
Yeah, you're the leader, and I'm mostly just the intimidator because that's
Right.
where I'm good at.
He doesn't really answer you when you ask him about that.
Just kind of probably gruffly like.
Oh no, because I'm only really good at coercion. I do have also leadership, but everything else is natural.
So out of my group, do I recognise any particular person as having better questioning skills than myself?
I would have said you would have recognised Feather if Feather was available, but Feather's currently stepped out.
Okay, so with no Feather,
I think he has collapsed due to exhaustion because he's been running on adrenaline.
And he's looking after.
Oh, he's also got a whole heap of lackeys to look after, and those
He's trying-
lackeys are staring daggers at him.
Trying to keep them in line, I'm sure.
How many did he end up getting?
7.
If I
And they-
remember rightly, even though as a character, would I recognise that when he interacted, because he gained himself a nemesis when he attacked Red Pirate.
No,
He's
we don't-
basically as player only knowledge, which I said it as. He has earned himself the hatred of the pirates.
Yeah, but isn't it only the group that he's the second lot? The first one still really like
I
him?
know the entire group because it's part of the thing.
So it's,
Oh, okay. So even
They're currently working with him, but they will screw him over sometime in the future.
yeah, so probably not necessarily a good idea to have him right here, right now.
But the players don't know.
No, we don't know that.
As a character, in terms of perception, and if I have to roll, would I have picked that up about Feather when I saw them interacting?
No.
No, okay.
It's the result of the
Alright.
despair, not the character knowledge.
So right now I'll just leave it as he's
Well,
not
yeah.
here, so...
No, well, the other thing is we already know that the pirates are untrustworthy since he was able to persuade them 3 times,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
he does have that lackey that's currently on the ship that
okay.
likes him.
All good. Alright, so, first question. I'm actually gonna leave Ash to watch over the main set of pirates, and I'm actually gonna take him off to the side. And I'm gonna. Are we just like in a tunnel or?
You've got the rooms that are nearby. If I go, here we go. So you got those rooms there.
So I'm just gonna sit him off into that side room. Who's the next best?
Which
on
side
the list?
room do you take him into?
I'm not gonna go too far away from the main group. Just
Be
off to the side.
Well,
so
there's
C.
B, D, E, or F, because C is where
What's
you've got
actually
most
in
of
the-
them.
so we're in C.
None of you have gone into any of those rooms
Wouldn't
yet.
it be best to actually
Okay.
see what
Right.
those
Let's
are
see.
before
Okay, so
going in there?
before we question anyone, then I'd like to get people to have a look at what's in the other rooms and check our immediate area
I
out.
just want to question that a little bit.
Yep.
You have just exited combat.
Yep.
You have just captured a person.
This guy.
And now you're like, okay, now I just want to leave him and go explore the rooms.
No, I don't want to leave him and explore the rooms.
So
I'm going to stay with the guy.
Well, I was currently
I'm
searching
thinking
him
that-
all in bits and pieces. Somebody else can
Yeah,
check.
so my brain's just taken a while to process where we are and visualise where we are. And now that I know, I didn't even realise we had the map. Now that I know we're in C and that, before we do any of what I've said previously, we're just going to check out our immediate area. We're not going to leave them alone, but we're going to make sure that there's no one sitting in those rooms about to jump on us. So it'll be one or two of us stay with the main group of pirates and the big bad pirate, and then a couple of us quickly scout and check D, E, and F. And did we come in through corridor A?
You came in through area
we
A.
went from
Yeah.
left to right, and we technically captured him in the right corridor.
Yeah,
So we can bring
because
him,
he locked the door and ran through.
bring him back to C.
Yeah. So we'd bring them all back to C so we can watch them all.
The only
And then-
person who left C was the leader,
Okay, so make sure.
which is why I said the others were in C.
Yeah.
Because that's where we were able to breathe because it's now closed.
Yeah, closed off. So the main thing is check that we're not about to have people come out of those other rooms. Monitor on the either corridor, so leave at least 2 people in C. Well, at least 1 or 2 people check out D, E, and F.
Okay, so with this, my recommendation, you, Korad, question the pirate captain since he's already searching him.
Yep.
Me and Broom Broom
Check out.
scan the rooms.
Yep.
By first asking the pirate crew that is working with us what's in those rooms.
Are we able to leave Ash at the entrance to see from
The left?
the right hand side?
Actually,
So-
more can we actually
because-
continue
The area
medical
we-
attention to Ash?
Because
That's
we
the
don't
other
know
thing.
what's
Up that passageway.
what's in that,
Yeah.
and if you have someone with a big pointy gun facing that way, we already know what was
What was
in.
there?
Ross makes a good point.
Yeah.
Though.
We already know what was in A.
Ash was down.
No, Ash is.
You gave
Ash
him a
got his-
stim pack
Oh,
at the end of the
Ash or Feather.
session.
Okay, yep.
But if we leave one or both of them at the entrance to
Yeah.
to the tunnel to G,
Ash, Ash with the gun pointing to G, Feather at the other entrance,
Yep.
keeping the rest of the crew in line.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. That sounds like a decent plan. All right. Yeah. That sounds. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. So, which one are the people who are investigating going into first?
I would like to ask the crew working with us first if they know what's in the rooms.
One of them says their stuff.
Is there any stuff that would injure somebody should they step in?
Not really.
Cool. You get to go look for me.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Booby traps.
So, I would like to instruct him to just open the door with me right behind him and tell me, and while I'm also looking over his shoulder,
Could see if you
And
can actually
asking-
look into the rooms if there's there a window
if that's a
in the door.
possibility, yeah. But I would have him open the rooms and go with me looking over his shoulder, just to double check what is in said rooms.
Okay. Looking in there, you can see that there are lots of bunk beds in
that we're in D. Yes.
there. You're in D. It
Yep.
looks to be
Right.
over 60 bunks.
Jesus.
This is bigger than I thought. Okay.
Well, it is stacked quite high up. So it goes up at least
Jesus.
5 layers
Don't
of
fall off
beds.
the
Called
top
top bunk.
don't fall off the top bunk.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to maintain breathing quarters in less areas.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking if it's like 10 meters tall of bunks, it's like, yeah, don't fall off the bloody top bunk. That first step's a Lulu.
That'll be about 5 meters up. They only get about a meter space for each of them.
Yeah.
It's not like they need to sit up on their beds.
No, you don't need to. You're supposed to be laying down.
Yes, they've just come from Japan.
Hey, most people who are used to boarding on ships would think of 2 meters by a meter to be a luxury space.
Yeah. I'm gonna say talk to any submarine or naval sailor, and they'll say, that's a lot of space.
Though that also is their storage space as well as their sleeping space. So. And the place is, to put it simply, messy. There's overturned tables in there. There's credits on the ground. A few weapons here and there.
Cool.
Because it looked like they came rushing out when the alarm was sounded.
If I have Broom Broom with me, we'll clear the room, but I make sure that the guy stays in my sight at all times so I can watch his hands.
I think he's probably more interested in picking up the credits.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. I really don't care about that.
And then you'll get the nitty of all his fellow pirates.
Well, isn't the one who wins at cards the last one standing?
I don't know if that's in the rules.
Depends on whose rules you play by.
Yeah.
We're talking about pirates here.
Guidelines.
Did you say they're more like guidelines anyway?
Yeah.
Perfect.
As long as I guess we feel confident that there's no other living beings in here.
Yeah, looks like they literally emptied out to face a threat because overwhelming numbers normally wins.
Normally. Okay.
Yeah, so does heavy supported fire and somebody who's good at persuading.
Cool. I guess we'll.
Well, hey, they literally did come close to a TPK on you.
Yeah, true.
TP chaos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, there's quite a lot of them.
Well, it was a pirate base. It wasn't a simple thing.
Yep. So if it's all good, then I'll have him lead us into E.
Okay. Looking in there, you can see a lot of computer hardware. Everything that's running the base is in here.
You can see if there's got any links to any prison cells.
I guess I would look if there's monitors that overlook any prison cells.
Okay.
I'm just looking. I'm not touching anything. I've learned my lesson.
Well, there's lots of blinking and flashing lights.
No, like, monitor things? Okay.
No screens turned on at the moment.
I'll ask him nicely. No, I want to investigate the other room before doing anything, but...
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also a couple of crates in here as well.
I'll go to Cool, I'll ask what's in the
Eventually.
crates. If he knows.
He shrugged. Not his job.
Yeah, fair. Not your circus, not your monkeys. Get it. We'll go to F.
I said, I'm not allowed in there.
Do you know what's in there?
Captain's room.
Do you want to break the rules and want to go in the captain's room?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have any choice because...
I kind of forced him to come along. Is the door usually locked?
Not usually.
Got it. Well, okay. I'll have you rejoin the rest of the crew then.
You're in the computer room?
Yeah, in the computer room. He's saying the next room is the captain's room.
Okay.
And
who's with you, the minion?
Minion and Brim room.
Has he looked at any of the computers? Because he's got computers.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's just,
we
wanted to investigate
we
first.
wanted to
I
see
see.
what was in F before we
I
start
see. Yep.
playing with the computers and
I see.
Just to make sure, but if it seems good, then we should be fine. So we'll let you know. We'll fill you in that, like.
Oh, and I was just asking as a player because even with my hearing aid, I can hear the start of your sentences, but the end of your sentences kind of disappear.
Oh, I might be dipping my tone a bit. Okay.
So I'm kind of getting a gist, but not like everything.
Just give me this symbol if I'm dipping my tone. I've been doing that all day today. Apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can't hear me, just do that, and I'll let you know. So we'll share with Thea and Carla that D is bunks, they're cleared out. E is the computer's base, but we haven't checked anything out yet.
And a couple of random boxes, which we don't know what's in them.
Yep. And then it was share that F is captain's quarters, so if you want to take it away from there. We haven't investigated that one yet. What do you want us to do?
Investigate further. Will we question these guys?
Cool.
See what you can find out.
Yeah. We'll go. I guess once we've cleared that, then we'll go into the captain's room carefully.
Okay. Looking in there.
I still reckon we should bring
a friend,
a Muppet with us, and send them into the room first. Because if there is, I mean, we're just going off his say so.
You've got a Muppet with you right now.
We're just
we
going.
Let him go.
We're just
grab him back.
Going off his say so that it's captain's room. God knows what it could be. And he goes, "Oh, I'm too scared to go in there because it's captain's room."
Yeah.
So we let him go back to the group. We go in there and die.
Well, guess what, buddy?
Do you wanna?
We've seen Force Awakens.
Well, guess what, buddy? You're going in anyway.
I've seen the movie Final Destination.
Who wants to?
Oh no, and not a case of who. It's like.
No, you get to choose who you want to volunteer out of the crew. I guess. Do you want the same guy or do you want somebody different?
Yeah, same guy.
All right. Cool. So we'll grab him and be like,
grab the guy.
Today's your lucky day, pal.
You get to see inside the captain's room.
Well, I guess if you let me go, I'm dead anyway. He doesn't want to cooperate.
Why don't you want to go in there?
I gave his word he wouldn't go in there, and it's a death sentence in the crew.
But you've already turned on the captain,
No,
so why are you
because-
holding loyalty to him now?
No, he's doing it for the crew. The crew is still there.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's given his word.
So basically, if he makes it back from the captain's room, there's a good chance any of the other ones will kill him for it.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
so do we want this to be
his death sentence?
no?
So basically,
a group.
so literally, you'll get a dark side point for
for
doing so.
doing that.
Okay. If you two don't want
We
to,
don't
I've
wanna do
finished patting down
That's
the
the
captain.
GM saying
Yeah.
you're actually pushing someone beyond what they will accept.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
If you two don't want to go in there, I've finished patting down the captain. I can go and have a look.
Okay, so what do you do?
I am going to just have a quick check with Skullduggery to see if he's set up any booby traps.
Okay. What is your skullduggery?
My Skullduggery is 3 yellow, and I will spend a point to get a green dice.
Okay.
And you spend a point?
Yep, you spend a point.
That's everything?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you were stressing about this completely and take one strain.
Yes, but no one can see that I'm stressing.
That's the helmet.
Yeah.
I like the GM screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so that puts Scarlet at 7 string. So yes, you don't find any
Those
traps
sisters
there. At
don't
all.
own him, just that it's not trapped.
Well, that's what he was looking for. Was looking for booby traps.
That's good.
It does have a atmospheric seal on it.
Okay.
Unlike the other 2 doors, which didn't have an atmospheric full seal on them.
So if this is a pressure door, normally there's actually a little window.
There is no window.
It's strange that the captain's room would have a pressure.
Is it strange that the leader would have a...
Oh, true. Yeah, if the mine does compromise you. But okay, well, I'll depressurize, well, even out the pressure.
So you push the button?
Yeah, I push the button. Yeah.
The door opens up and you see a spacious room with a what looks to be a comfortable bed, table, a portable computer on a desk, several chairs, and it looks more like a city apartment than it does a place in the mines.
So, all the style, is it all actually a taste of Alderaan nobility type thing?
It does have an Alderaan flavour to it.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're aware of it. I
Yeah.
think the camera needs to be tilted up slightly.
No, I'm showing the board. That's
Excuse me. Yeah, it's the captain's
so
room.
everybody can
It could
read
be
my
at a
books.
slightly.
Yeah, he's got no terrible little kitty cat or Alderaan, whatever they bloody family pet things are.
Don't they usually have droids?
And there are no Jawas on the wall, you know, from the crypto mining area.
That sounds sad.
That's funny.
It was GM making a reference to previous character.
Oh, okay. Yep. eBay?
Yes, because he came from Alderaan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got another computer in here.
So what would you like to do? You've seen 3 rooms.
Okay.
They're clear, I guess.
I'll have a quick check in the room to see if there's no assassin droids or something like that. Making sure it's clear.
Okay, so what sort of skill roll are you going to do?
Maybe also see if there's anything helpful in terms of information. Shipping dockets, I don't know. I don't think pirates would keep purchase orders and sales and things, but we want to find ship parts and people, so anything that might help us find that. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I'll probably just basically. Could I actually use it as skullduggery for checking for hiding places and things like
That
that?
would be more for opening something you found. For opening a safe you found, for instance, not finding the safe in the first place.
Okay, that'll be more like deception, which is worse than my perception.
It would be perception to find it.
Yeah, okay, I would just use perception, which is 1 yellow and 2 green. And what was it? How many whites have we got left?
You have 2 left.
2.
Yeah, I'll upgrade. Because if it was me, I would have something in here. Either that or a stash of weapons somewhere, or something that will be able to, if I can break free and get to quickly.
Okay.
Well, looks like you've probably failed. Looking at the fails versus the successes, yeah.
So,
Sorry.
We've got 2 more strain from looking at stuff, taking you up to 9. Because people haven't had a chance to rest after the last encounter.
Nothing's jumped out at us. We can stop looking.
And nothing leaps out as something nothing catches your attention.
Okay. I'll close the door then.
Okay. I guess I may as well have a look at the computers in the computer room.
Okay.
Oh, or actually, can I look inside the boxes first?
Kind of look
Yep.
over it.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Okay. So, cracking open one of the boxes, looking inside, you see
You could flip it over and tell you what it is actually. In the
food
box.
bars.
Just food bars?
Well, that's basically a bite out of most of those bars is enough to feed you for a day.
Mm.
So
Numbers.
it's
It makes
I was
sense
just
down
about to say
here.
that.
it's military grade
Lenders.
support food.
Yeah.
As a
We know some
reaction.
hungry people who could probably use
Yeah, but we would need it for the trip out.
We have enough.
Not all of it, but yeah.
And this box itself would probably be worth upwards of maybe 1,000 credits.
So nothing to sneeze at. So
Mm. But at the same time, we know some starving people who could probably have a portion of them.
Yeah, but
share appropriately. So we take what we need and then we give the rest to them.
Yeah.
We liberate.
We will distribute accordingly.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Okay, opening up the next box, you find canisters of water. They are compressed canisters. So they basically hold about 4 times the volume you'd expect.
Right, okay.
it's not dehydrated water, just add water.
alright.
Opening up another one, you find the canisters for oxygen supplies.
Do they have oxygen in them? Or?
They do all seem to have oxygen in them. This is their
Yoink.
cache. There's probably about 30 of them here, so that would basically overload your character if you took them all.
We might
We
transfer
probably
some to the ship. We might give some to the people. We'll figure it out.
Leave it for right now.
And the next one you open up has what appears to be charged power packs for any style weapon.
Useful.
Yeah, I think we know someone who actually needs some.
Yeah, we'll give some to Ash and pointedly tell him to make sure he keeps some on him.
So yes, that was what was in the crate stored there, because like the computer area, it was stored there as a space that's not for general traffic.
Right, glad I checked the boxes before using the computers. Alright, I will now use the computers.
Okay, what is your computer skill?
1 yellow, 4 green. And I'll spend a pointy point and
So it's all black now?
No.
No.
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. There's one on the ground. Martin's getting. I've already replaced 4 purple, 3 green, 2 yellow.
Yep.
Was the upgrade. I think it's going to end up with an advantage. No, I think I might end up 0.
Tap. Nothing on here.
Gonna take a while.
Yeah, nothing of that earth-shattering
Second time.
importance.
I'm sorry.
No big boom either. So obviously you didn't set off any booby traps.
Always try the captain's computer.
Might be the better one to try.
Okay, I will try the captain's computer.
So,
And I'll flip another pointy point. So I
So-
have 2 yellow and 3 green.
what's the
It will be 3 purple instead of 4. More likely to have useful information.
you don't want to roll it yourself? You're happy? Well, not as many failures, so that's.
But is it all the?
But a
Triumph.
And a triumph, yeah.
So that's quite a few successes on that one. Though Brum Brum does go now up to 8 strain at this point. And looking at it, you see that it does have some notes on this guy's setup talking about journaling some of his life, where he was literally one of the Alderaanian Rangers. He spent time as a drop trooper during the Clone Wars.
That's impressive.
And he was serving Bail Organa up until about 5 years ago, when he broke off contact with them because he didn't believe in their no-action rebellion. He didn't think that just waiting was worth anything, and then formed his gang after having an encounter with a as he put it, derelict ship floating through space that was still able to take things out. He used a recording of it to create a hologram. And formed his own pirate group to punish the Empire for what they've done. And you do find a message from someone known as the Kuiman. I commend you. It isn't easy to get a message to your band. With our recent arrival in the sector, your reputation has fallen on our ears at every turn. For this reason, I have a proposal for you. The rumor you heard about us are true. Now you have a chance to join our ranks. We will have our revenge. Those who stand beside us will be known across the galaxy. You can share our glorious victory. We anxiously await your response. With an N communique.
You said that was from
The Kuiman, Khuiumin.
I have no idea.
Umin.
Kuiumin.
Kuiumin.
M or Nen?
Min at the end.
N. And they said it's essentially they're inviting.
And that would be a lore check to see if any of you actually know what that
I was
term
going to
is.
say.
I've got 5 green.
I don't know if I've got anything on there.
Would be int if you don't have floor.
We don't
I've
have
got
any
4
white pips
intellect,
yet, do we?
so.
Yeah.
You've got 5 green on law. So what's the opposition for 5 green?
For the 5 green, it will be 3 purple.
A lot of successes and a fair amount of strain.
Okay, so that goes away, that goes away, that pops over to a success. And so yes,
So if we got no whites, we can remove.
who was that making that check?
Yeah,
Me.
so he can remove one of the things.
You can remove the double one if you wish to.
So there's only
And
one
that means
strain.
you take 1 strain, taking you up to 9.
And that turns that back over white.
It does
No.
not.
No.
It's not
Okay,
until
yeah.
Martin uses it.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so with that you do recognize that name, and especially in reference to revenge. About 5 odd years ago, there was a battle in the Kuinum system, and 800 pirate ships were defeated by Star Destroyers, including the Brazen, which is the one you saw over Elrood.
The Brazen being
Is that
Star
the one
Brazen?
carpet bombed, what was it, the other planet? It was,
That was the Derelin.
yeah, is that the one that carpet bombed Daryl?
It's one of the ones that did, yes. Though it hasn't been in the system, been seen in the system since, so it's been out doing other stuff over that time.
So
Yeah,
these-
carpet bombing other planets.
So these guys are anti-Empire.
And that 8,000 strong was a pirate group. It was one of the biggest anti-Empire groups out there. It is said that less than 300 ships made it out of the 8,000 strong fleet.
Okay, so they destroyed 800 or 8,000?
There was 8,000 ships,
Right.
and 300 made it out.
7,700 got destroyed.
Sorry, brain 7,000 what?
7,700 were
Yeah.
destroyed.
Okay, cool.
And thinking of a pirate fleet, that is probably the biggest fleet you've ever heard of. And
You
being
can
more,
take over most systems with that.
which means there's probably more than one Star Destroyer involved.
Oh, yeah.
But
we
the
understand
one
Brazen
known as the
was-
Brazen was the one that was touted as the most successful in that fight. He took out the most opposition.
Do we know who captains the Brazen? I know.
Captain Dreadafar. A well-known pirate scourge. There, his term of pirate and a normal person's term of pirate probably are hugely different.
Okay. Alright. So I gather you relay that information to me and
Which
Carlos
is,
via private
And
comms through
while
the
you
hobbits?
decide what you're going to do next, I'm going to duck to the bathroom.
I have a fair idea of what I'm going to do next, which is to question the captain now more specifically based on the information that we've got. Considering they're very anti-empire. They're looking at joining this anti-empire group that's been involved in this stuff. You know, the question will be, well, why do you have the Grey Griffins and the Whisper, if they do? And the other one is to find out, do they have the Grey Griffins and the Whisper? All that information says that they do. And then where are they? And technically we don't really want to keep them prisoner or deal with them. We just want the Grey Griffins and
Yeah.
the Whisper, and we're happy to go.
By all means, we're not against them. We just want what is ours, quote unquote. We want what's ours, and then from there, we don't necessarily. No, we kind of support them. We just want to leave them and get out of their way.
Yeah, well, as I
So
said,
is our clan eventually going to go against the Empire or not?
sorry?
Our clan kind of is.
Our clan
already.
is anti-empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are particularly anti-empire because
Well,
they stuck
the
us
other
in a
thing
horrible
is-
jail for a
The
year.
other thing is they're out in the middle of nowhere where they can't really do much. Correct?
Well, they're joining up with a group that can, so... are you
They're-
thinking about putting them in touch with our people to...
So you believe that he was
Join-
also one of the people in that battle?
Yeah.
So he was one of
It's
the...
called Shanghai. Yes, these can be classed as foundlings.
Yeah, so you're thinking of saying, well, if you're anti-empire, you can join the Mandalorians, but that would probably... We could put them in contact with our leaders, but we would have to contact our leaders before we made that offer.
Well, the other thing is, you've also got the... Oh, damn, I can't remember their names. The warrior ones. They're also...
The coinites.
Coinites, yeah.
Which you have a... I'll just switch over the backdrop. The one in the corner there in the goldy armor.
Yeah.
So that one up there.
Yeah.
Coinite warrior. So think Klingons.
Yeah.
With better armor.
Yep. Yeah, so I will take him out of hearing of the rest of the group. As I said, I'll treat him differentially with respect. Can I presume that these guys have communicated that information to me through my private income?
They could have called you and done private conversations.
Conversation and how that.
Yeah, it's like in
It's
Rogue One.
also the benefit of being able to have a seal on your helmet is you can talk without anyone else hearing it.
Yeah.
Well, I can just say things like, gotcha, basically, or understood.
So, are you going to be using charm or negotiation?
I'm going to use roleplay and whatever the GM deems necessary. So I'll start with saying, just from the looks of you, you look like you're not a run-of-the-mill pirate, but our initial investigation also suggests that you're kind of on the same page we are, particularly in regards to the Empire. So I'm going to give it to you as straight as I can. We are not really interested in you, your group, raiding your things, taking all of your stuff. We're here to get some of our people back and some of our equipment back, and if you help us with that, we're happy to let you go on your way, and we might even help you achieve some of your goals. Let's start with names, if you're ready to give me one.
Yes, he'll give you his name for free.
Yep.
It is Charmer Trillily.
Charmer Trillily.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call him Charmer because I'm not saying Trillily.
Hey, I didn't come up with the name for these ones.
Yeah. Is he captain?
He is the leader of the pirates.
But does he like to go by the title? Or?
He never uses captain.
Okay. Well, I'll call him Charmer then rather than Captain Charmer. I will give him Kai, my sort of smuggler name.
He says he's happy to make a deal with you.
All right.
He'll accept your terms and under the condition that he has a one-on-one vibrosword battle with one of your you or your
one of my members.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us is?
He'll answer any of your questions. If you win, if he wins, he gets to take his men and leave.
Just out of curiosity, who's my best sword fighter?
Either me or Twilight. On paper.
On paper.
It's me.
Yep.
In practicality, according to the last time we tried to do this, it's Twilight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, except
that was dice rolls.
on the flip side, you're fresh. I'm half spent.
Yeah. So realistically, it's probably
So Carla would most likely be absolutely taken out by this guy.
Well,
absolutely,
because I'll actually be using maneuvers, and those maneuvers use up a lot of strength.
Yeah. No.
Plus, I could also knock him out.
I was gonna
people
say.
are all wounded and stuff, aren't
Yeah. Kion is the only one that's so far unwounded and fully.
You've got a bit of strain though.
No, I'm wounded on strain. I'm not wounded at all because they just bounced off me.
Yeah.
The only person who's wounded is Thea and Ash.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thea's and Ash both have 12 wounds.
I'll take my helmet off, casually put it underneath my arm, kind of give him a very confident look and say, alternatively, I could just kill you right now and we could end this. But I don't want to go that way. I'd rather not be combative. I'm not against actually having a fight, but my guys have just gone down and out with, 3-1 with your guys. Not sure it's going to be a fair fight right at this stage. I really just want to find my people. I'm not after much more than that. I don't see how it's going to hurt you any, and I'm just going to see if I can charm or negotiate into at least
in that
getting
case, I'm using lube.
some
Well, he had taken
information.
her off. She had taken him off to the side.
Yeah, no, I have
So-
taken him off to the side.
That's what I was trying to do, use his lube in the background.
It would have been good if you could have. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
because you would have automatically got three advantages.
So you get to make a charm
I'll
check.
see how I go, because at another stage I can wave someone over.
Of what check?
A check, but
So-
no one's next to me, so.
That's either a charm or negotiate check.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer?
I think they're the same, aren't they?
No, negotiate is 3 yellow, charm is 1 yellow.
3 yellow. You lost today.
Okay, how quickly can
I'm
I
going
get
to go for
sprayed back?
negotiate. I'm not going for aggressive. I just want to go for. I don't want to have a sword fight right this second.
You want to be convincing, not intimidating.
Yeah, that's it. So it's 3 yellow against.
Give me a second because I
Yep.
Actually, that's right. You're good at murdering them. I'm good at subduing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if this doesn't work, I'll be calling over.
Kayana. You want Kayana.
Probably both of you actually, because he's got loom and
And then I have the good cop,
yeah.
where
I
can
yeah.
then
So
take
I'll.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't go backwards now that I've committed to that, because I was going to say actually, as I put my helmet underneath my arm, I would have called over my seconds, but we'll leave it
That
as
is
it is
your-
right now.
That is your pile.
Okay, that's going to be fun.
Well, he
so
is a pirate captain, and
I just get the
will
3
have.
yellow.
You get the green as well,
Yep. Okay.
because you have 4 dice total.
All right.
now
This'll
you
be
flip it
fun.
so we can't take one out. Haha.
Oh.
If I get it to spare, no, it's gonna go back.
Maybe I should have.
Worse.
Yeah,
No, it's
maybe
okay.
maybe I should have been the one coercing him. Mind you, I'll be
Okay,
unconscious at the because I would have
so,
downgraded all 3 of those.
You realise he's basically wanting an honor jewel,
Okay.
and that he will keep his word.
Okay. All right. On a
So
jewel.
if you beat him or don't beat him, he still will give you something.
Okay. As long as I'm going to get something.
Lisa says, take a hand.
And Kayana is.
Whereas it could have been even with that success, you could have determined he was just lying to buy time.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's more what I wanted to determine was what's happening. In terms of, I don't want to muck around having a fight while our guys are all tired. So
And you also notice that he does have up on the wall a couple of Alderanian awards for swordsmanship.
Cool.
I
Well, if she
gather-
calls me over, then I'll say it's an
I was going
honor.
to say, I gather Kayana's putting her hand up to go into the duel because she was pointing at herself earlier. Has she returned to the main room?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull you both over. And I'm like, in that case, I'll nominate Kayana to have the honor duel with you, with Khalid as her second if something happens. Because with both duels, you would nominate a second, don't you?
Normally, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So with my understanding, I'll do that. And I will explain to Kayana and Khalid that Charmer Trilily has requested an honor duel via Vibro Sword, at the end of which we've negotiated an exchange of information. I'd like to add a condition of my own, if I may, and is that we can take an minimum amount of some of the supplies to give to the ex-slave refugees to get them by until we can get to safety.
Well, we're planning on taking them with us.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
a very accurate description of what is about to happen.
What's that up there?
The picture with the fight.
Ah, yes, it is.
I thought it would be a handy thing to stick up in the background.
Would he agree to that? As I said,
Oh.
I'm only asking for.
Well, at that stage, if you wish to take half of what he's got, if you win, he will have no objections.
Yeah, I don't want to take half. I just want to take enough to. I don't want to use up our supplies taking care of the ex-slaves if we take them all on board. I want to have some supplies for
So he does ask what slaves.
the ex-slaves that we're going to be taking to safety, that we've found during our quests mission.
He seems a bit puzzled. He doesn't know of any slaves that you're referring
Ex-slaves.
He doesn't
He doesn't
know
know.
about. He doesn't acknowledge the people that are on the
Okay,
planet.
so
Oh,
you
okay.
don't know the group of people that are.
I'm just going to leave it vague as ex-slaves. I'm not going to say where they are, what they found. I'm just like, become aware of some ex-slaves that are on the planet. We're taking them to safety. I don't want to use up all of my supplies. I don't want to risk not having enough supplies to take care of them and ourselves during that trip. So I just want to secure a few extras to make sure that I don't put my people, I don't deprive my own people of food and stuff. In which case, Kayana gets to take over.
Okay, so he says, as he was the challenger, what are the grounds that the challengee is stipulating?
Ooh. So he said barber sword,
Mhm.
right?
As he's using a more antiquated form of
Having
honorary.
I was gonna
look
say.
at his because I took all his weapons. Have a look at his sword. Is it a similar style, similar quality as mine, as in lethality, as it's actually a superior quality, and
It is a superior quality.
it's probably better than because it's actually he's put more money towards it.
It is more of the cutlass style vibro sword. And it does have the same symbol on it of the badge you took from him.
Yeah, I expected this.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
does the vibro dagger that was with it.
Ah, yes, cool.
So, me just guessing, would saying first to yield would be an appropriate response to
That
that?
would be an appropriate response.
I will say that.
Okay.
And no other weapons.
No other weapons and no other funny business, but I
Yeah.
believe him to be an honorable man.
He holds out his hand towards Khalid for
Yeah,
you.
that's all.
Do you have your sword on you?
Yeah, he withdraws it with a flourish.
Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at her. You don't really have any defensive or any weapon stances, do you?
What do you mean? Just poke him. Pointy one.
Yeah, but
with the pointy end.
you're good at hitting things, but have you got anything in like defensive stance, or you've got an offensive stance?
Carlin's worried you don't have a plan.
I have a plan.
No. I believe that you're just going to be a thug and just try to hit him.
No, just go as quickly as possible. I actually have a couple of doodads, so yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, I'm just
Yes,
hoping
yeah.
that you do have defensive stance because
I
that
don't.
upgrades it to red.
Nope. Don't know what that means.
Yeah, this is what worries Carlin.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure he's giving me a look right now saying, are you sure
Harry-
about your choice?
Harry is a thing. That's a thing. Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got that. We're good. We're fine. It's perfectly fine.
well, the thing is, I don't have parry, but I actually rely on my defensive and my defensive armor.
Yeah, I'm Gucci. We're great.
you see that he strips off his armor in preparation for the duel.
Because I didn't specify armor.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Well, you specified nothing but the weapon.
Didn't specify.
That was in the specifications, and he has to follow the letter of the law.
Well, technically she's role playing this, so she's yeah. Well. No,
I thought you'd like that little omission on your
I
part.
thought-
Okay.
Yep. Just to let you in on Thea's thinking, you know, Kayana's been looking for ways to get herself up the ranks. This is one of the ways to get herself up the ranks. So she messes this up and she
already
ends up back at the bottom. That's her doing, not mine.
well, she already did mess it up.
Misa,
Mandalorian without their armor.
Misa says stick him with the pointy bit.
I'm actually not worried about her being without armor. It proves herself as a fighter, and she's been looking to prove herself.
We are good because
So in terms of
apparently
leadership,
my soak value isn't correctly listed on here anyway.
Well, it hasn't got the armor applied at this point.
Yeah, no, we're good. Don't worry.
Yeah, yours at least 4.
Mine is at least 4, so it's probably the highest out of anybody. I will honor that, and I will take off my armor as well.
If I was dueling him, I would just say, yes, weapons and armor.
Well, hey, for
Note
Mandalorian,
for
their
future.
armor is also a weapon.
well, yeah. And
But the thing is, I don't have any singing. What was it?
That
Singing
doesn't matter what
whistles.
else there is. Most Mandalorian armors are also a
to
weapon.
be honest, you'll get more respect for taking off your armor from Thea because you got to prove yourself as a swordsperson before you can be anything else.
Yeah,
And that's something she's been working on rigorously
yeah.
for every
Now,
morning she trains.
I will go ahead and take off my armor as well, and we're gonna do this the hard way, apparently. So, yeah.
Misa says spend the fate point before
You coming
the
over?
first attack.
No.
You gonna come and watch
Or
the
if
sword
you've got
fight?
any abilities that actually you require, use the.
Yeah, come and watch the sword fight. Yeah.
Misa says use it anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
Use the force.
Terrinoth. You coming? Yeah.
I think I've only got defensive stance. I think actually some other stances.
Come watch Thea, not Thea, Kayana, and kick some
I've got
ass.
defensive
Hopefully.
stance.
Or get her ass kicked. I was going to say, in case you're wondering, and hopefully I'm right, the 2 dark ones are either Tiberia or Peppermint. The chocolate bits. But I know Ross has a preference for Peppermint.
Okay, so
you're welcome to have them if you
we get a cool roll for
I don't know which one they
Kayana.
1 yellow, 3 green, 1 blue.
are. Are you upgrading?
A
No.
blue.
Yes.
Well, I don't need to. We're fine.
You
Yes.
should.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
You
'cause I-
absolutely
Yes.
should.
You should
Because I want to
upgrade.
save it. No, because I want to save
No.
it. For the
No, there's
Up-
no saving
No,
in this.
upgrade because you're going to be going against some reds.
Yeah.
No, not for cool checks. Cool checks are the dice
There's
only.
no reds in a cool check.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a cool check. I thought
Yeah,
you
it's
were
a
doing.
cool. No, it's a cool
It's an
check.
initiative check to
Oh,
see
yeah.
who actually
Yeah,
gets
no,
to go
we're
first.
good. We're good
Oh,
on
okay.
initiative
This is a
checks.
cool check.
The next one, I absolutely will be doing it.
Okay.
Don't
All
worry.
right.
I thought you were doing the
No,
one
I-
where you both roll off together.
No,
and
I'm
you
not
work out-
crazy.
No, there's a couple of different.
I know
combat-
what you mean.
There's a couple of different
Where
combats.
it's like
One,
head to head.
yeah, where you both roll and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, I thought this
That
was
one
a
there's
different role.
confusing. That one, but it's interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm not a crazy person, I promise. That
Okay,
green
so
jumped
that
out.
is.
Oh, did a green jump out? Was
Is
this
that a
supposed-
triangle?
Never mind. It's
no,
there.
that's all there.
Yeah.
So that is 2 successes and lots of advantages.
Yep. 5 advantages.
Oh
2
wow!
successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages. There's an
Oh.
advantage here as well.
That might not
Did
be
you
so
use that to
good.
make a triumph out of it?
7
No.
actually. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 advantages.
That might not be good. He might get more successes.
Yeah, that is entirely possible. So is this up to his cool check now?
Yep.
Did
I'm
you
sorry, I
wanna-
was trying to grab some dice.
Yeah. Did you want?
I'm rolling for
Yep.
him.
So what colours do you want?
I've got the dice. I'm just
Okay.
trying to reach the dice.
Okay. Well, you got 2 successes and an advantage. Yeah, I was going to say your 2 successes and 7 advantages might help. What's up, Dario? Yeah, I can
At least
hear.
there's no pride.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Brace is my other one. But
So-
brace.
He stands at the ready and salutes you.
I salute him back. But I try to be as honorable as possible. In like, I
Though
want
you
to do
do
this the right
notice
way.
you're not as smooth as he is.
No, I would feel like he probably has. I say
He's
he's a little
got
bit older than
awards.
me, so
Yeah.
He looks to be about mid-40s.
yeah, a little bit older and a lot more practice.
I
I'm
have
sure.
no idea how old I am.
I put Kiana as like
He
late
getting
20s, early
close to
30s.
30.
Yeah, hitting close to 30 by now. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Cool. I get to go first.
Yeah, you get to go first.
I want to use combat maneuver quick strike. When performing combat check, the character adds a blue dice per rank against a target that has not yet acted in the encounter. But I don't know how many ranks I have. I'm confused by that part.
That's fairly easy for me to figure out for
You
you.
know how you on your sheet used to have the little squares and you colour them.
You
in?
have 2 ranks of quick strike.
Yeah,
So
2 ranks of quick strike. So I add 2 blue dice to this.
one question with that
Mm-hmm.
is that only the first time you attack, or is that for each round?
That's only
Per
if you
encounter.
beat them in the first round of combat.
Yeah, so it only happens in the first round.
It only happens in the first round of the entire encounter.
Yeah, I was just making sure because some
Yeah.
people saying since you act first before everybody else, you can
Nope.
actually do it again.
3 yellow, 1 green.
And well, spend the thing
And we'll spend the thing and upgrade the green to a yellow.
So 4
Okay.
yellows.
So, you're up against that would be 2 red and a black.
Did you want to use one of your blue to get rid of the black? Is she able to do that?
She can do that.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, at least no despair.
Not
2 blanks though.
That's
3
okay.
successes. 2 advantages.
Yeah, that would be 1.
That becomes that.
And then it's gone.
Okay,
And
so
since it's all black, you could possibly remove that if you wanted to.
Let's do that.
There you go. I'm just gonna check that.
Yep.
So Kiana, you get how much does that representing damage for you?
Ooh, that is a good question. Sword, not find that. Her damage is 7.
Okay, so he takes 2 strain and deflects your blow.
Is that parry?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got a high parry.
For
No,
him,
oh, his parry adds to his soak. So if parry and soak means you take no damage, then the blow
Yeah,
has been
no, I'm just
deflected.
saying he's either got a brawl.
The base parry is normally 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so if I had
Oh.
3 successes and the damage is 7,
Yeah.
that's not going. Wait, I forget
Did you
how
So
this works.
damage is what you're using your vibro sword.
Yeah.
Did
I
you get
believe
any
it
advantages?
adds 3, no, 2 or 3.
That's
But the normal sword adds 2. The enhanced swords add 3.
Yeah.
I don't think you got an enhanced sword.
I don't think so.
no, it's one.
His is enhanced.
So that means yours would add 2 to the damage, and so that means what's your strength?
4.
4.
So that would be 6 plus 2 on top of that would be 8 in total, and then his soak and his parry reduce it to 0.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm going that.
I'm gonna die.
Well, it's not to the death, it's to you.
Yeah, to yield. Yeah.
Okay, so
So we're up to his roll.
his roll.
While I would end up becoming unconscious because I'd be going into defensive stance, which would basically be the same thing of you trying to hit me, except
Which
I
is
had.
why
I
didn't
would have
pick
had.
you, 'cause your
Yeah,
strain's
yeah.
so
I would have
high.
had. You would have had 2 red dice and 2 black dice.
Yeah, your strain is really high.
Okay.
If I remember
It
correctly.
is.
Well, what? I'm now at half strain at the moment.
He is going to flip one of those over and add an extra dice to his pull.
Your paws are sharp, buddy.
Well, that is definitely a hit.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought it would
4
be.
blanks.
I know.
Okay, so that becomes.
Kind of wishing
He's basically
So-
on par with me.
he wasn't quite as skilled as you was.
That makes that 11 damage.
So, can I also use
Did you get an
Parry.
advantage?
He's got 3 advantages.
Oh, yeah, that sets off the crit anyway.
So yeah. So, if I can use parry,
Mm-hmm.
suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2 plus parry tier. I have parry times 2 on my sheet.
So that means you can. Sorry, I'll have to read it.
Yeah, sorry.
Reading out some just disappearing in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow, the pause.
So you can reduce the damage by 4 for taking 3 strain.
I will take 3 strain to reduce by 4,
Ow, ow, ow.
which my soak is 4.
I get that you're happy, buddy, but you have to actually stick the sharpie ones in.
So
What does that mean?
that reduces your. So that you got a soak of 4.
Soak of 4, so that means I
Then
take
you
3
reduce it by 8. You take 3 and take a critical hit
because it was the
because it
critical
got
hit.
through.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the thing is, even with a standard vibro sword, you'd be critically hitting
I wanted to at least impress him.
The crit does get upgraded twice
Wow.
Because it's stuck.
because
there's 2
he
of them.
got 3 and it only costs him 1 to get a crit.
Lucky him.
Well, it's his best thing.
Yeah.
So that means that it's
you. You don't have durable, do you?
33 plus what I roll on the percentile dice.
You got durable?
Okay. No.
So 93.
93.
mm,
Nonsense.
93
I could see a limb
plus,
getting cut off. Oh, did you roll 93? Or
I rolled
that's a total?
You rolled
93.
Yeah, I could see a limb
So
getting cut off.
Yeah.
adding 33 on top of that one.
Do I
makes
lose my,
it-
my
I thought
cybernetic
this was
arm
to
again?
yield.
It is.
It is, but you're
Oh,
using...
sorry. It
Wow.
wasn't. It was actually at 53.
Wow.
Oh, it's because it's got the...
I forgot that he had the vicious
extra.
3,
Yeah.
and he
That's all right.
upped it by twice.
So,
Yeah.
so serrated gives me...
No,
vicious-
it's
no,
Vibro has vicious 3.
Yeah.
The
So what
vibro
are
weapon
you
has vicious
using
3.
when you're fighting with these? Is it based
So
off
does
of-
that mean I've got increased my vicious by having serrated?
Technically, I don't think you can serrate a vibro sword.
The vibrant knife you can, but
Okay, so
Yeah,
looking
okay,
at it, that
that's
makes it
Because I can remember...
do
I've
I
got-
lose my
143.
my robot arm falls off again?
Okay, so
Sounds like it.
he has done the end is nigh strike
Oh,
on
wow.
you. The target will die after the next initiative slot during the next round of combat.
Oh shit.
I think you're going to have to yield.
No,
unfortunately.
it's...
Because I'm.
Yeah.
It basically was, you're a squirter.
Yeah. Yeah.
He basically asked you to yield.
Yeah.
So,
Mid back.
Med pack.
I guess
Yeah.
we get our resident fixer, which is Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yes,
no.
and using the medical kit, because that actually helps me with this due to the fact that I've just seen it from afar. I've seen documentaries that haven't really...
So, like, in terms of game mechanics,
Mhm.
what's happened in this
he just riposted and lunged.
No,
So
like,
what happened was there was a strike from Kayana. He blocked it, and then he swings down. He successfully gets through the soak and the parry, which means he does
so
damage.
I understood what happened
Yeah.
that way. I'm asking in terms of game mechanics.
The dice.
Is it a case of Kayana's hasn't got enough ranks in blah, she doesn't have enough presence.
Okay, I'll have a
So
look.
I'm trying to understand, like, if I wanted to improve my capacity to beat someone that skilled, what kind of things would I look at Because in terms of
Stance. She
They
lacks
are-
stance.
observing what Kayana's doing.
Okay, so you've got you do have durable rank 1, which means you drop it by
10. Which means that
Oh.
it's not going to be as that
Oh, is
bad.
that
That's why I was asking, do you have durable?
I didn't see it. Sorry.
So that means you're bleeding out, not the end is
you're not quite
Oh.
as good.
But it's still a.
It's still a combat kill because you are bleeding and you're...
So he's basically done the skewer you pretty nastily. Based on your not quite deflection.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons I'm asking is when I'm chatting with Thea later about her career development in terms of being her leader and trying to help her advance her skills, I would be recommending that she do things that will build up her durability, or we would possibly be looking at getting her a better sword, that kind of thing. So that's why I'm like,
And be better at sticking them with the pointy end.
yeah, don't wave it at
honestly,
them. Actually, no, I'm kidding. But if I want to be constructive in terms of my observation, I'm looking at the kinds of things that.
The way that I see it is I
Didn't wear armor.
one didn't wear armor.
Mm.
Two, I've challenged somebody who was above my skill level.
Mm.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were we? None of us, I guess, were anywhere near his.
If you had have chosen to wear armor, that
What about you?
Kayana would have deflected that.
Yeah. So she. But even though I respected that she didn't not wear her armor, it was a poor choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against specifically someone who is a skilled swordsman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And just in terms of my character's thinking, if he's such an honourable fighter, should he have possibly gone, look, you're not going to stand a chance not wearing your armour, so may I suggest we both wear armour during this? Or
Well,
no.
Is
He was bound by her requirements.
Yeah, so...
Depending on what he's like, because he could have done like disorientate, crippling blow, stunning blow.
Yeah.
At least on the plus side, he didn't go for a lethal blow.
Yeah, well, because, they
He's a
chose
pirate.
yield and things like that, I'm just like, and because his skill level is obviously so high, when he's demanding this honour and things like that, I guess in terms of my character
Guidelines.
looking at it, if you're a really superior swordsman and is it very honourable for you to ask to have a fight that you're going to win because you've got the...
To be fair,
Yeah.
we broke into his house.
Yeah, and
And
yeah.
he's a pirate.
Yeah.
And so, like, by all means, he has shown us grace by
Yeah.
actually being as honorable as he is.
Yeah.
So, I'm not mad at it.
No, and I'm not mad at him. I'm just
And
like,
he got a
I'm
very lucky
asking-
roll on the
Yeah, I was gonna
crit
say,
threat.
and it was also, like, lucky with the
That
rolls.
could have
Oh.
been knocked over as the
Yeah.
result.
A lot of my
You know what the
questions is
scary
because I'm
thing
trying to
is?
understand
If
people's
if
behaviour.
that was my role, it would have
Yeah.
been. If
But-
that was mine one, it would have been exactly the same.
We just got
Actually, no, it would be worse because
just got very unlucky
my
with
sword
the-
crits on a 1.
A
Yeah.
big part of that is he's a pirate.
Yeah, I get that he's a
Actually,
pirate. He doesn't have to be honourable.
Yeah.
He,
No.
he could have just shot us all.
No, he's
But
a
I could've
pirate,
just-
but he looks like he's actually a noble.
And equally, even though we broke into his house, technically, I could have just taken his head off and killed him. So, we chose.
As
chose
patching up the.
Yeah,
Next
and I'm just
wear
more-
the armor.
So you need to do the medicine roll.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
and
what's-
I'll use a white too,
Okay, let me just look
and
up
I'm using a
medicine.
stim pack.
How much medicine do you have?
I have got 5 green, and I'm using the medkit.
I've got 5 green as well.
So most of my questions are about just understanding human behaviour or people behaviour more than anything. Because I would make completely different decisions even if you broke into my house, if that makes sense.
Now this guy had some specific things he would try to do.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to follow the character as he
And
was
no,
doing.
that's fair. As I said, it's a good point. We did break into his house, and he is being, very
Okay.
graceful, considering,
Okay, so it is a 4 purple check because of the critical injury.
Yeah. What does the med pack do again?
And did you say 5 green?
5 green, but I'm going to upgrade one.
The med kit technically gives you the ability to perform the check. Without it, you couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what. I think that was the main reason why I was using it, because it actually gives me equivalent of having it.
Oh, there's so many dice.
You're right.
Today's not a bad day, as long as I don't get numb. Took a really long time to get feeling back in my hand.
See, I feel like the picture was
Quite accurate.
prophecy, because look at her stance, which is possibly
Absolutely.
me. That is very poor form. And
Yeah.
he's in a very defensive stance. So
He kind of looks like Michael Myers from Halloween.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
you successfully stopped the bleeding
yay.
as he had nicked an artery with the deflected shot. And he accepts your yield.
Yeah.
Cool. Does he at least look? Oh yeah, no, you had a nice try at that hit. Like
No.
or is he just fully like?
Yeah.
No, he has that look of I won. Because he was expecting to be
Like-
absolutely beaten to
like
a pulp from a group of Mandalorians.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Hey, Mandalorians have the reputation of being the best at everything.
Yeah.
Because it was a that done.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so in terms of swordplay, none of us seem to be particularly strong at it, is that right?
Well, you do have Skylan's got 2 yellow,
3.
3 yellow. 3 yellow is pretty strong. He has
And that's
4.
based off brawn,
A
is
maximum is 5.
it? I was going to say, is that based on brawn, though? Or?
It is a brawn skill,
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Though some people can use other attributes.
Yeah. So would Ash have a good one as well?
Ash would know.
No. Okay.
Ash
Ash
is
is a
not
heavy gunner.
He's not a strong person. He's an agile person.
Oh, I see. So it's the difference between agility and brawn. So you've got all
Carla's
the
the next
brawn,
one.
and you've got brawn.
Yeah, but I've also got tricks.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, while we agreed to the duel, he is still willing to give you half the goods as a token of good faith, and he will tell you how to safely get your men down that you're here to collect.
Okay. Yeah.
Then down.
Yes.
People, as in Grey Griffins. Does he realise that's who we're looking for?
He does, yes.
Okay.
After he finishes cackling.
Yeah.
The thing is,
but-
I'm itching to have a go against him.
Do you wish to challenge him?
No.
Because then he gets to pick the terms.
He does not.
No.
I will.
You've got
I
9
will
strain.
cut off
Yeah,
anybody else doing challenges by simply
Yeah, but the
stepping.
thing, he knows that I'm itching for it
I-
because I know I can actually take him.
I
Except I
will-
can. I basically need to take him within.
Within a round.
No.
Yes.
I'm stepping forth and grabbing his hand, saying, "Well met. This would very much welcome assistance getting our people back.
It'll be
This
3
is
rounds.
the forefront of our mission, and any aid is obviously welcome, because we want to achieve this more than we want to achieve anything else. If anything, maybe some of my people should take a few lessons, and we can go from there. But
He can recommend the Alderaanian Swordsman's College.
Yeah, which is you have set up.
were it but accessible. Unfortunately, we can only train in the limited confines.
The
of our-
Queen Knights also do have an arena that they train people in.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be something that you guys don't get a choice in. You're all going to be enrolled in the Coinite Arena against your wills. Including myself, though, because I've had my ass kicked too, so I'm not holding that against them. The only reason I'm kind of moving forward is because I don't want Khalid, who I'm aware is, if not wounded, still, down.
I'm just tired. I'm not wounded, but I'm itching
you're still
to regain honour for the clan.
If you want to regain honour for the clan, we'll do it after we've had a rest. Is basically what's going on here. If Kiana wants to refight him after she's had a break and she wants to refocus...
No, the thing is, she's not doing
to.
anything because she's suffered a critical injury.
Yeah. She needs to rest and be medically attended to. So no,
technically you dealt with the critical injury with that roll.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
the critical
yeah,
injury
I
is
know
taken away?
that.
Okay.
I know that. She doesn't. You're not doing anything for a while.
I just know how to hit things. That's all I got.
Yes.
So
But not with style. You just went out and tried to hit him.
Look,
I had style. I was doing my best to go quickly, like
Yeah.
I said my plan was.
you did go first.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's the.
Well, he's faster.
Yeah.
No, he's good at parrying.
Well, not just that, but he's also really well trained. He's got lots of certificates. We had to pick someone, with experience. We can only get better. So we'll keep doing that.
Moving on.
Moving
Moving on.
The main thing is that I don't want to get into a series of honor duels when we can get our people and get this mission done.
Have we ever won a duel?
No.
We have not won a
No,
duel.
yes.
you have in the arena, not against high ranked opponents.
Barely though.
No.
Like that was a barely won.
Which
That
one?
wasn't
Yeah.
like a win-win.
Honestly,
But any
I
other
haven't
duel,
lost.
Like honor
I've
duels,
drawn.
we haven't won.
No, because to start with, most of the time you're going up against people of higher skill level.
Yeah.
So this guy was one level higher than you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Yeah,
Only
it was
One level.
but
one level
just
higher.
rolled really well.
And I also did not say armor.
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
If you had said
a learning
armor,
point.
you would have
Would've
had a
had-
lot more chances against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the difficulty with him was because he actually knew how to dodge out of the way
Yeah.
as part of his skills, which added the black dice.
Yes.
Well, the
and if you
player
had armor, you would have
appreciates
added one
it
black
was-
dice. If I was doing it, I'll be adding 2 black dice. But then I also going a defensive stance, which actually upgrades all these
I
attack
was
dice.
going to say, well, the player appreciates that it's funny. The character kind of is just like,
Oh, the character.
when are my Mandalorians going to learn to
No.
actually fight?
No.
This sort of thing.
Guess who's going to be getting hit a lot?
Yeah. Training regimes are being updated now to you all have to train a whole lot more.
Mind you, I would actually be going
Yeah.
disorientation, stunning blow.
Because I don't see this
What's
as a
stunning blow
reflection of a
improve?
failure on Kayana's part. I see this as a reflection of a failure on my part in not providing her with sufficient training and leadership to excel at this.
Points in parry.
I was just looking up the rules on what happens when you do a defensive stance. Do you know where that is? So we can actually
What
tell
page
people.
it is?
Yeah.
It's page 134.
I'm 3 at brawn, so I'm not too horrible.
And like I have 2 ranks in parry. It's just that he is
No, that's
so
not,
incredibly
it's not
skilled,
this
and the
book.
Yeah.
dice didn't help me.
No.
So at this point, it was primarily luck.
Mind you, I'd be pouring through my strain quite quickly. It cost me 2 strain to do it.
Yeah, and that was my worry, is that you
God.
That's
guys
why
are
I
tired.
stayed. Yeah, that's why I stayed. I can last 3 to 4 rounds.
Yeah, and this guy is obviously not suffering any strain or wounds.
Well,
and
the
he's
thing
doing
is, it's
rather
different things. He's got it. Not he's more of the parry riposte. Mine's the harder to hit and stunning and knocking them out. Type thing. Or
So
do
the-
critical images.
So the base one is the guarded stance, where you can do a maneuver to add black to the next check.
Yeah. And then what's next up from that?
You got an offense. Wasn't there an offensive stance or something?
You gain guarded stance. It's not an offensive one. You have to have a talent to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd have to specialise, I think, and I don't know if Khan is specialised.
So the one everyone can do is the guarded stance. Anything more than that, is a special.
I was going to say most of your specialisations are.
So she is technically the martial expert in the group with all her talents.
Yep.
I have the talents. I don't have as many defensive skills.
Maybe you should have gone for fisticuffs, because that's what you're good at.
I know.
But he had specified.
He had specified.
He specified vibro sword. Otherwise, I would have said that. But
yeah.
So yes, from his side, he starts gathering up his men. He's going to leave half of everything behind as part of his.
Well, there goes our idea of getting the transport and transporting the refugees off this planet.
Does half of the supplies include half of the ships?
No.
No.
He said supplies, not ships.
Yeah.
And he tells you how to get down the passageway without setting off the trap that releases the beast.
Does he still have their ship?
He does not have their ship. It was sent to Korad.
So all
as part of his deal with the Squib there.
Yep. So if he
I'm
knows
really hating that Squib.
any information he has about where the ship
That Squib's got a god complex, doesn't he?
He does.
would be good.
Especially as he's been helped by eBay now.
It's with the exalted one.
It's with
I thought
Cypher.
eBay was his competitor.
I know who.
Competitor, work colleague that eBay has very little distinction between the two.
Yeah, I've got his.
May also be love interest for all we know.
details in my notes. The exalted one. The great exalted something
Squib
of
dressed up
something.
in bling, yeah. Okay.
But
so
he
the ship is.
he does leave Thea a place where she can leave messages for him if she wishes to contact him in the future. But they won't be coming back to Dega.
So got contact details. Yep. All right, and we'll go and get our griffin. Grey griffins.
So you find your grey griffins once you bypass the trigger plate. Are suspended 50 meters up above you.
Before he goes though, I'm like, why did you take the grey griffins? Like, you guys are obviously anti-imperialists. These guys aren't imperialists.
They work for the mining company that destroyed this world.
I see. Okay, so that's the reason you went after. That's the main thing I just wanted to know. Was what
They're
their
their
motives were.
representatives in the field, and they were looking for other worlds to exploit
To be honest,
and environments to destroy.
that's really quite true.
Great. He's also now an eco-terrorist.
Oh yeah, we're right in amongst them. The scientists we encountered the first when we first
The
got
Thorin
in.
scientist,
The Thorin,
Yeah, but he's not an eco-terrorist.
He's an eco advocate.
Well, he's an agitator.
Yeah.
More than a terrorist, whereas this guy's more of the terrorist and the agitator.
Yeah.
But I to be honest, I'm kind of more on their side than I am on the mining side, and on the Imperial side. I'm tired of seeing planets being destroyed and overmined, and all these Imperials and these mining companies taking all of the usable parts with no thought or consideration made towards the people or what they're doing to the environment, or to leaving anything behind that is usable.
The only issue that we've got is how the hell are we going to get everybody back?
We will figure out a way. How many ex-slaves were there again?
It was about 30, wasn't it?
30, yeah.
Yeah, 30. Can our ship carry 30?
No.
Not for a long period of time. It would be a struggle.
Okay.
Then you've also got the griffins.
Yeah.
That's why I thought we would at least get a ship.
Okay.
Here's a man on the right. What if I negotiate with him to transport the ex-slaves somewhere safe.
Well, basically back to our place, and then he can wander off, refuel and leave.
So what are you offering him for that work?
Trying to figure out what I can offer.
Due to the fact it was a misunderstanding.
You can technically pay him back in everything but the food that you're going to take for the people.
Yep, I could do
Because
that.
that's technically valuable cargo.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that because we're here for the Griffin Riders. We don't want to abandon the ex-slaves, but I don't want to overburden my ship with them either. So if I
And
can...
then we've got nasty things to do to a squig.
Yeah, that's it. And the ex-slaves will basically weigh us down in both time and resources. So if he's willing to negotiate on those terms, I'd be happy to make that deal.
He'll graciously accept, considering how many people you did wade through on your way in.
Thank you.
Well, you'd rather not be on the other end of a blaster.
No, I don't want to be on.
Especially a rotating blaster.
That said, as Khalid pointed out, we wouldn't have used the force we did if we had other options and ways to communicate to just get our people back safely without having to interact in those manners. But I'm really happy with this deal as it
Okay.
is. It seems to suit
Well,
everybody.
Well, he's got his face back.
Yeah. Yep, he does.
And the men seem to follow him again.
And they're giving nasty looks to Feather.
Not that you'd notice. Well, no one really wants to strike straight away with all the Mandalorians around.
Yeah.
So you said the Grey Griffins are 50 feet above the ground?
About 50 meters above
50
the ground.
metres
Yeah.
above the ground.
On a platform.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Basically, if you see on a map that I can show you.
Maybe.
Something like
Maybe.
a scene from Time Bandits.
God, Time Bandits is a long time ago.
Here we go.
I was going to say, where did all the images come from? Oh, I see. It's quite an elaborate setup, isn't it?
It is, and that pressure plate opens the alcove, which has a.
Ah,
This dude.
that's kind of cute, but
Is
more
that the
scary.
insect things that we were told about?
No, it's something a little worse. It's
Yeah.
called an Usken Blood Eater.
Yeah, no.
So what's a rancor cross with a scorpion?
It's a 4-armed apex predator.
Yeah. It's
Technically, please.
eating us for breakfast, is
But
what
is
it
it that
is.
size or about the size of a rancor?
Actually,
it's
I
about
think
that
it's eating us
size.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because those claws are made to break open Mandalorian armor, I'm sure.
You just hit it with a lot of heavy weapons.
So
Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
Oh.
It doesn't look fun.
No. I was going to say, it's pretty close.
It looks like it's got it's a tough hide.
It is extremely
sure.
tough creature.
I was going to say,
So, thermal detonator.
blaster probably less effective than anything else.
So we're good.
No,
So
no,
we
it's
know
be-
how to.
Be vibro sword against it.
We know how to not open that cage up
Yep.
and to let our people down safely.
And basically, you believe that if you had have walked down here
without that knowledge.
without that, you would have set this on top of you, and it
Yeah.
would have attacked you while you were distracted.
Yeah.
So that's basically his goal, was to set that loose.
So thank
his
you,
goal was
Brianna,
to
for
bypass
your
it and
sacrifice
get out
of
that way.
dignity.
Yeah, but,
in
uh,
order
Because
to-
his landing field is off to the
When you
side.
got
Yeah, but I'm
none
just saying,
left.
just as he leaves, he throws a
You're
skull at
already
the
at
pressure
zero.
plate
There's
to release
nowhere
it.
else to go. That's how I walk into NDS and simply all the time.
Ah.
I don't have any dignity, so it doesn't matter if I get humiliated now.
Okay,
Exactly.
so you also see he has, when he's walking out with his kit, he's got a bowcaster as well. One of the Wookiee
I'm guessing
bowcasters.
that's impressive.
Yes.
Not many people can use them.
They're very big.
They are big weapons, cumbersome. But he seems strong enough to be
I
able to wield
probably
it.
need a lot more brawn, or is it agility?
It's brawn.
Brawn to handle a bowcaster.
I believe you got brawn 3. That should
Yeah,
be enough.
brawn 3.
Which should be enough to hold it.
It's not that. It's more of has he actually got the honour of using that? Because aren't Wookiees a bit antsy about people using their stuff?
I would say he does.
Unless, of course, they made it themselves. If it's a stolen thing versus a made thing, that's the main difference between it.
Does it have an all-around style to it?
You've not looked at it closely, as all you could tell was that while he was walking off. He wasn't waiting around to talk.
I can imagine.
No.
But he does have about 3 crates of gear he's taken from his room.
Well, that's understandable.
Okay.
We didn't check that one.
We will get the Griffin Riders down. The Grey Griffins down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's too many Griffins, because there's Griffins in the Friday D&D group as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. And I think they're called
Prince
the
Apocalypse,
Grey
yeah.
Griffins or something like that as well.
Yeah, there's something close to that, I know that.
The party has Griffin Riders, and they came across a group of Griffin Riders, and the two have merged together to form a bigger group of Griffin Riders.
Yeah, there's too many Griffins, basically.
Okay, so yes.
And we have a character who hates flying. So we just have to...
So you rescue a Celestin, a human female, and a human male. You recognize them as, getting their names right, is Aurel Ortel, which Thea has worked with before.
And is that which race
That's
one
the
is
Celestin Scout.
Isn't he the one who got his passage to...
He has worked with you on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Valera, the computer specialist.
Yeah.
And last one is Dunstan Carroll, who is their
Dunstan is
pirate.
familiar.
He also has horrible facial scarring from some sort of explosion.
What was his
Is that
last name
recent?
again? Dunstan.
That was a few... Dunstan Carroll. Thea knows that he was undercover on Elrood as Officer Fabio for a while.
That's
before
why.
his scarring, and he pulled out after he got the facial scarring, and before he was arrested for the sabotage of the Empire that caused the facial scarring.
I'm glad we don't have Piper here.
No,
Piper
I
would
know
not
Dunstan.
recognize even if Piper saw him, because she only saw Pretty Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she only
Yeah.
knew him as Fabio, didn't know him as...
Didn't actually
Scarlet.
know his actual name.
Yeah, never knew him as
Knowing, I presume I know Dunstan fairly well by now, so I'll give him sort of a Mandalorian half hug, you know.
Well, you know all three of them fairly
Yeah.
well. They know you because you
Yeah.
spent 6
Couple
months
months.
working with them.
But rather than just like exchanging like a warrior's sort of wrist grasp shake type thing, I'll kind of do the
How
pat
have
on
you
the
been
back type
treated?
thing.
They are very dehydrated as no one's come to give them food today. They were due about an hour or two ago. This is around the time you attacked. So that they're
Well,
sort
we've got
of...
half their supplies, so we can give them some.
Well, not half their supplies. We took just enough of their supplies to supplement our own, because the deal we made was I'll take the ex-slaves off our hands and get them somewhere safe. If they get to keep most of everything, and we'll just take what we need for the Grey Griffins and ourselves.
Yep.
But
yeah,
if you didn't like that deal, I made it, so you get to yell at me.
like it.
That's fine. I don't mind being yelled at. Yeah,
It's
so
just that we no longer have those 4 ion cannon ships.
no.
Which I was going, yes, we got... No, we don't.
He has 6 all up.
6 all up there.
Yes.
Okay, 6!
Look, if you really could have beat him in the honor fight, then maybe we would have made out with some ships. But
Yeah, but I didn't expect her to go, yes, without armor.
Yeah, well, that's a beef you have to pick with Kayana.
Well, the other thing is he didn't have Mandalorian armor to compare with, so
Yeah.
it would have been definitely a one-sided fight.
Yes and no. You got a fencing master versus a Mandalorian grunt.
Let's get you down on
Versus
the
a
platform
Mandalorian fencing master.
and
No,
get back
it's
to our
just-
ship.
She is technically a fencing
I
master
thought
at
she's
a
more of
level.
a punching master.
At
Who's-
3 levels in melee, she's definitely a
Is
fencing
this
master.
Kayana that
Yeah.
is the fencing master?
Yeah.
Like I am technically a master. It's just that he's
Yeah. I've been
I'm
practicing dueling,
squishy.
and I don't know.
He's
if my
squishy
dueling's
as
got
well.
any better. But
Yeah, but like you have to hit him first.
Which is why he had the parry.
Yeah.
And he was going to parry as much as he could, because if he didn't get a scratch, then no critical injury could be applied, no matter how well you get advantages.
Yeah.
I actually don't need that.
If you don't score a wound, you don't do critical hit.
Yeah, but
You have to score a wound first.
I can if I just hit him, but if I don't do any damage, I can still disorient him.
Well, technically, if you don't score any damage, you don't hit him. That's what that
Oh
means.
no! I mean, if he soaked it all.
If he soaks it, that's not considered a hit. For the purpose, a hit is scoring a wound.
Flag.
Yeah.
He's gone. So, iron cannons, ships, everything, all that's gone. Let's grab these 3 grey griffins and get back to our ship.
Well, they'll be used for the same thing anyway.
What's been used for the same thing?
What, terrorizing the Imperium?
Yeah.
It's just only a different person piloting it.
Yeah.
Which is like
that's it.
we're not doing it. It's sad.
Yeah. Well,
I know. I was thinking of how much praise we were getting. Oh, look at the ships that we've just got.
it would have been lovely. It would have been lovely to beat the guy, but we didn't. So I'm moving on because we didn't, and I don't want to.
Yep.
I don't want to sit around dwelling on a fight we did not win. We just.
And look, you beat him with something he wasn't good at, which was the boulders. The boulders completely
Yeah.
wrapped him up and took him down.
So, we'll hopefully next time there's a duel, you can fight the duel, and hopefully we will get the iron blasters on the ship, because I really wanted them too, and it hurts, which is why we're moving on. Because Thea doesn't want to cry in front of the rest of her group because she didn't get the big guns
On the
either.
plus side, I get the chance to beat the crap out of you with melee.
Why do you want to beat the crap out of me?
No.
Oh,
Training, because I can then
oh
go
yeah.
disorient, stunning blow.
Beat
Even
the
with
crap
my
away.
even my crits, all of it does stunning damage. Even if I'm using a vibro sword.
Have at the better you guys get, the happier I will be. Alright, so we'll get them down on the platform, give them some food and water, get them to our ship.
Okay, so you do have the slight problem that your ship is about 4 hours walk through the caves.
Yes.
They didn't give us a
And-
shortcut out of the caves.
They had ships to do that, and they went to their ships and left because you
Okay.
said they left.
Well, I didn't say they left. I said the leader walked away.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
alright. We get.
Is it a 4-hour walk through the caves? Would walking on the surface be faster?
No.
Uh,
The fact that we got no oxygen.
To get to the surface
Oh.
is quite a few hours climbing up the shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But we do have a pilot.
Wasn't the okay?
We've got our little lackey that's still back at
Is
the
there
ship.
not
Can the
a?
ship come to us?
Yes,
Is
if the ship can come
Is there
to
not
us.
a crash path that can tell us where we went?
Well, you rode off the vehicle that had the oxygen.
Is it really?
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Feather did that
And
because
when
he
he
said
was
it was a great.
leaving, when Martin said he was leaving, I didn't think through the fact that we still need to get back to our ship because
Well, the other thing is he also
I
needs to
wasn't
pick
thinking
up
about
the.
that at the moment.
He also needs to pick up the survivors, which he doesn't know where they are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
how
so
much-
he's waiting in the hangar with the other pirates.
Yep. Martin's backtrack story for us so that we can.
So you actually
do
have a
that.
chance to talk to him before he leaves.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so if he's in the hangar, we'll see if he can drop us off, and we'll show him where the ex-slaves are.
He says, what if the slaves don't want to go where you want them to go?
Well, that's why
I believe they want anywhere but this planet.
we've already talked to them. They've already said that they want to go. They're happy to join up with one of the True Striker Network communities or contacts. There are a lot of them around.
Preferably somewhere there's no that doesn't have a strong Empire influence.
Basically, they've expressed a desire to either join in with us working on the True Striker Network, or just go anywhere where they can be independent and free and not live on this godforsaken dying planet. So they may even join your people, and that's up to them.
So they have a choice, he says, because by the agreement, you wanted him to take them to that place whether they wanted to or not.
No. Our agreement with them was to get them to somewhere safe.
I was talking about his agreement with you that he was to take them to that location.
Oh, okay. Which location?
To the True Strikers' place.
Well, that's where we agreed to take them, and that's where they were happy to go, because that meant that the True Striker Network could get them where they wanted to go
and then
if they
go.
didn't want to stay there. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He'll make sure they get there
Yeah.
in one piece.
Yeah. So if he's happy to take us via our ship and to pick them up, we would appreciate that.
He is. He even has a light freighter available.
Yes, we know of that one.
Oh, you haven't been on that one?
No, but we know of it. Oh, let me guess. It's probably decked out and bloody all on.
Well, he does have the Alderaanian colour scheme on the outside and inside.
I was going to say, don't make us cry too much about losing all of the loot.
So basically, you'd be comparing it to the Naboo stuff.
Not as shiny. And it
No. It won't be shiny, but be just as fancy.
Quality.
So imagine the Lando's version of the Millennium Falcon. So pristine looking.
What sassy robot that ends up becoming the computer's memory bank or whatever.
Not quite that well. But it does look
So
very
he's
nice.
got a section dedicated for cloaks.
Probably not that bad.
No, but he does have a dueling space and a dueling robot.
I need to get one of them. Just because I've lost so many jewels. And we seem to encounter them and lose them when it would be really nice to win them.
Hey, I wasn't trying to win that time.
I know, that's what was really funny.
Well, at least the one that I was saying, yes, I'm outclassed, but I'm going to take him down with me. And it worked.
So yes, you don't even feel the hum of the ship takes off.
Fancy.
Super fancy.
Oh, to be noodle.
I was going to say, you can't say we don't give you a chance to practice your dueling skills.
Well, I'm exhausted at the moment, so.
Yeah.
Mate, you don't think he's an actual noble?
You don't think he's an actual what?
Noble.
Noble. Okay.
Well, he acts like one, so.
No, he's more of the someone who's actually served in the military.
True.
He's more militaristic than he is nobility. So think officer, not noble.
Okay. So he's going to go real berserk in another. What was it? 5 years or
Less than that.
Okay.
You're almost there.
And now we keep asking.
Okay, so he drops you by your ship, and after picking up the passengers.
Martin,
Yep.
This is depressing.
before we part ways, I don't know if this is a perception check or what it is, but Thea wants to navel gaze or reflect for a moment, just in case. Think, is there anything else you can think of that she should ask before they part ways with this guy?
How the hell did he beat Thrawn?
He beat Thrawn, did he?
Well, he pinched his bloody ship.
Oh, did he?
He is the one that got the scourge.
Ah, I see.
And he got the interdictor.
Yeah, so how did he get it?
He is a trained trooper.
I was gonna say he used to be a rock
Okay, so commando style.
When
Infiltration.
When they weren't clones, they were actually highly skilled. Very few other people joined the clones on the battlefield and survived.
Thank you.
So
Okay, so let's just hope that Thrawn hasn't realised that, because then he will work out a way of defending against it.
He says since he has been in the military and left, he will adopt whatever strategy of those he works with.
Yeah, as long as you don't go down the path of what the hell's that guy's name? That terrorist. The one who's actually opening is actually the
one who's done most of the
alliance. Basically, he's the terrorist. He's doing things in the rebellion's name.
Saul Guerrero.
Yeah. So as long as you don't go as bad as Saul Guerrero.
No, he only strikes military targets or those benefiting off the enslavement of others.
That is a lot of people, though.
He's got lots of targets.
Especially out here.
So you're going to have fun trying to liberate. What's it, Tres? What's his homework? Whatever.
Yeah.
And pointing to the crossbow.
He says, he does not believe that's possible.
The only way that's going to happen is if there's no empire.
There's too many troops there. He does not believe in no-win situations. Or fighting for no-win situations. Suicide running is not his thing. Thank you. So is there anything else you would like to talk to him
That's
about?
not like, is there any information that he might be able to give me, perhaps on rebel networks, contacts, anti-empire movements, anything he's willing to part with? In terms
He says he has not been in contact with anyone from the rebellion for quite a few years. He literally joined the pirate fleet not long before the Empire showed up.
Yeah, we kind of went out on our own not long after the Empire imprisoned us unfairly, so as the Empire tend to do.
No, it's imprison then ask questions later. Or shoot first.
No, they don't bother asking questions, they just imprison.
And pirates, they just shoot. If they think you have a value later, they'll imprison you and not shoot you.
I want to try and be subtle about it, but one of my missions, which I'm not going to directly say to him, is I need to try and track down where this Alluvia planet is, even if I don't give that to random mining, because I'm starting to question that, but it is one of the jobs we are expected to do. I'll just try and poke around and see if he gives me any information that might tell me about some of the planets here. And
Now he does say that Alluvia is not far from where you met his interdictor.
What, in the middle of nowhere?
The broken ship.
In the middle of nowhere. It's protecting the planet from the Empire and Randall mining.
okay.
Because the Empire is also seeking it.
Yeah, we're
Well,
aware of
Luby
that.
was a planet.
It is a planet. In the middle of the gas fields.
Was it Invicta?
The interdictor.
Interdictor.
So it's just rich with minerals.
It is an unexploited planet.
Can you remind player's brain, where did we come across the interdictor? It was broken down somewhere, was it?
Where you were attacked by the 3 blast boats that took you out.
So back where they came onto our ship. Alright. And we ended up promising the guy for parts.
Luby.
To fix.
So he convinced you to leave, which was his job.
Well, we know where it is, so I can actually send the parts to him.
Okay, cool.
Then you've also got your friendly Star Dragon around there.
Though he does protect the only jump to the planet.
Okay. So, if no one knows where this planet was, how did it get appear in the history? What's so special about this?
People know about star systems all over the place,
Yeah.
but not every star system has a detailed scan. Detailed scan popped up in data mining, showing that this place has minerals, and the amount of minerals is enough that the
It must be
difficulty
huge.
of getting there and back is worth the cost.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It must be a huge amount of minerals to go into the middle of nowhere.
Rare minerals will send people anywhere.
Okay, so this is good to know because, we can just report to Randall, here are your Grey Griffins, can't get your ship back, can't figure out where the planet is,
But
sorry, mission failed.
If you fail, they won't support the rebellion.
So, that's
All right, we've got the eco advisor with them, so they won't.
What about-
strip mine it?
What about taking the tact of, we know where Alluvia is, but you can't access it unless you can reach an agreement with,
With the science.
Ishthay,
yeah, with the, sorry?
with
Ishthay is his
Ishthay,
name.
Yeah. About responsibly mining from this planet and entering into ironclad contractual agreements to do so. But by doing so, it means you get access to it instead of the Imperials. That means everybody wins. What about taking that approach?
I think that's actually a really good idea.
Plus, it's also got a security force.
so you don't have that sort of weight to throw around.
No.
Not really. No.
But
Not a bad idea. But if you
maybe
a
Charm would help.
good suggestion. Not with Randall, no.
He has no standing with Randall.
No.
Who would have that kind of weight?
No.
No.
Of all the people you
No,
know,
I said who.
Ishthay has probably the most weight because he has public opinion on his side.
Okay.
As he is when I say agitator, he's someone who gets public opinion against what
Yeah.
people are doing. That's what he's trained in doing.
So if we wanted to try and broker that kind of deal in order to get a mission accomplished tick in our box, we would approach him first.
You would give him the information to give to Randall.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't give it to Randall and the Empire get there first,
Yeah.
he gets no say in what happens.
So that would be the approach we'd take.
Yeah, so his motivation is that he can broker a deal by giving the information and then guarantee the safety.
But considering Charmer and the interdictor are actively blocking the one jump point, do we bring them in on being in contact with Ishmael, did you say? Ishthay. So that when Ishthay does broker a deal with Randall, Ishthay has the contact to get access to the jump point without having a fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is we're going to be sending stuff to fix the interdiction. Because currently it's just stuck there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what he told you.
I like how you word that.
Alright, so
Plus,
the
you probably
plan will
want
be...
a lot more droid parts.
So the plan is then to get parts for the interdictor first?
You can probably get that on Korad as well.
Yeah, and try and get the Whisper, or what we can of the Whisper back, and then go to Ishthay with the proposal of, this is the details of where Olivia is, if you come kind of with us, or, you know, as long as we get the credit for finding it, so that we get mission accomplished, you can use it to negotiate responsible sort of access to the planet.
Because technically it wouldn't be a lie if he's the only one who saw the details.
Mm.
And you took him back as the information.
Yep.
There's a lot of things you can walk around with statements.
Alright, so that's the plan then.
Yeah, but we still don't know if it's a hostile planet or not a hostile.
Doesn't matter. Our job is to get the location of the planet.
Yeah.
It's up to Randall to deal with it if it's hostile or not. And Ishthay to negotiate access to Randall instead of the Imperials, because I'll tell you this, Imperials will not, absolutely will not, care about responsibly taking care of that planet.
When we find out it's controlled by blue aliens in a big tree.
That's anyway.
But it is a similar concept in rare materials in abundance in
Yeah.
a place that's easier to mine than other places.
Unobtainium.
That's because it's unobtainable.
Well, it's good that we at least asked that question, because now we know where Olivia is. So the answer is, I don't think I've got any more questions. Charm him out, go on his way. I'm glad I thought of that.
So he's probably going to end up beating us to there, too.
Beating us where? To Olivia?
No, to Starwing.
What do you mean? Why would you go for Star?
No, because he's dropping the survivors off.
Oh, yeah, no,
Starwing
he's
Clan.
not dropping the to Starwing Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not about beating us there. We're actually reporting back to Randall Mining.
Yeah, but someone needs to send a message to Starwing saying, hi, by the way, we've got a whole heap of refugees popping over, and also just help these guys out because they supplied the transport.
Well, I could probably
Or give them a
use
message.
our long-range
Okay.
scanner.
Or better still, just give him a message
Send
so that when he gets within
I can-
range, because you don't want, what was it, ISP, isn't it?
I can
ISB.
I
Yeah.
can either use my
Imperial Security Bureau.
Yeah, so we don't want the ISP to find it, to hear about that.
Yeah, I can probably use long range communications to get in touch with a contact for True Strike Network, and then just get them to pass on that Charm is turning up with the people and to help them out. Plus, I can pass on a fairly innocuous sort of template type letter of please take care of these, courtesy of my code name. Which, if it were intercepted by IS...
No, the best way of doing most communications is encryption and code phrases.
Yeah.
Because if you've got encryption and code phrases, even if they decode it, it's meaningless.
Yeah. So I can send a message along with Charmer, or if our long-range communications will use that to direct the contact.
I am surprised that we have no Mark or David
Yeah.
showing.
Mark's
No,
got
Mark,
personal
Message?
family stuff.
He said he told me he was going to jump on later, so yeah, okay. Not good?
No.
So with all that, we'll send like message or whatever through, and then from there, is that everything we need to do on the planet before we leave?
I'm pretty sure that is. We've got the
We've got the droid
Grey
case shopping
Griffins.
list.
We've got we've got the droid shopping list. We would probably head to Korad with everybody direct so that we can get ship and ship parts and
Okay,
information.
speaking to a Squib.
Yep. So yeah.
Okay. So he wishes you all the luck in your endeavours, though he does not trust Randall Mining as much as he does not trust the Empire.
Nobody trusts Randall Mining. That's why we'll give the information to Ishte.
Yes, well, he expects Ishte to be able to draw blood from a stone. He's that dogged.
Yeah, and that's the whole point.
Well, as well as he could fight them on the inside. If anybody can turn the company around, I bet you he could.
Well, they have got a better reputation in the last 50 years than they have in the last 1,000 they've been running things. Dega was overmined over 100 years ago, so they're not the people now who overmined it. It's like blaming someone for what their ancestor did and saying you're responsible for their direct actions. You may be living the benefits of their actions, but that doesn't make you responsible for it.
Unless they're the race of Yodas.
Yeah, so they live that long.
Or they're a Hutt, because Hutts live a bloody long time.
Quite a few races live a long
Oh, do we
time.
really?
Yeah, I think, what was it, Jabba's, was it 600 or something?
Something like that.
Really?
Well, that's how they amass money.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That, and they don't have to move as much.
Yeah, and getting killed off by getting killed off by a pet is one of the worst things where they can go.
Okay, so you've been dropped off back at your ship. You are missing that really nice, shiny, comfortable ship that you were just on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. We'll cope.
But hey, the blast boats weren't anywhere near as nice as the ship you're getting on.
Mm-hmm.
So the blast boats were military vessels. They were not designed
I'm
for
okay
any
with our
purpose.
ship, so
Yeah.
It's not even our ship.
Yeah.
Is it
well,
Randall?
it's Randall's ship, but I'm okay with the ship we're on. It is a ship. It has breathable air. There is a bed we can lie in. That's all good.
And he basically flies up with you and heads out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
As you then have an escort of 3 blast boats and 2 freighters.
Yeah. It's good that we found helped 30 ex-slaves get
And
Progress
decimated
towards
half the
real life.
pirates.
you know.
Hey, not all the pirates were as honourable as the captain, and most of them knew that if they dishonoured the captain would basically, yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Order 66 them.
I'm guessing.
Well, that's what happened to half of them
The
anyway.
only
They all
reason
got shot to pieces.
The only reason I even survived was because I am a skilled swordsman. I'm guessing the pirates are not. So
They are not.
No, they're not, because I beat the crap out of 2 of them.
yeah.
They have no training in melee really at all. They're about 1, maybe 2 yellow if they're lucky, but that would be their dice pool.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Whereas him with 4 dice, 4 yellow is a highly skilled opponent.
Yeah.
One stop off a grandmaster, which would have 5.
Fine. Yeah.
And then you got Jedi, which cheat.
No, they would basically be on par for Jedi for dueling.
No, Jedi would cheat because they use their Force abilities.
They can, but it's not always as good.
What, was it the predictive one?
Predictive one's not guaranteed to succeed. You've got to be skilled to follow up with prediction. The fact that someone can shoot you and you can predict they're going to shoot you doesn't mean you can stop them shooting you. You just get to see it happen before it happens.
That's a good point. I can predict that even without the Force. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, use this gun. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. It's going to shoot me. Duh.
Yeah.
That's kind of honest view.
No, it's magic hickory or whatever.
Okay, so yes.
If this conversation is happening anywhere around there, she just remains.
Well, no, the
blank
only thing that we've dealt with is when bloody Maul fronted up and beat the crap out of us.
It wasn't Maul.
It wasn't Maul, it was an Inquisitor.
No, I'm talking about when we ran away from...
that one. You never actually faced him, it was your parents.
Yeah.
You were still kids.
Yeah, no, but we would have heard the stories.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, being thrown around by air. Being picked up by nothing.
Being picked up by the sheer force of someone's will, otherwise called the Force by Jedis.
Okay, so with some rest, you find yourself around Korad the following day.
Have we rested enough to recover all our strain? Or?
You'll have rested enough to recover all your strain and been able to have recovered the wounds for those who have been wounded, because it is 5, 9. Yeah, you can easily heal everyone up with 3 stim packs.
Okay, cool.
And then the 24 hours pass and they can use stim packs
use them
again.
again.
Yeah.
And speak to Feather about his driving.
No, we just have to give him training.
Considering he doesn't even have a license.
Yeah, we have to organise one of those.
No rank means no license.
How
Yeah.
does he not have ranks?
Kind of easy.
He didn't spend any on it.
No.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
He asked me to work on his character. I gave him the information. He says, I'm good to go, and then went off and did it himself somewhere else, and I have no idea what he's spending it on.
Gotcha. That's
So-
really
Probably talking.
No, he said he could pilot anything that's planetary. He couldn't do space.
Well, technically, he can't legally pilot anything. He's talked his way past every license check.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really funny.
That's what I mean. That's where he spent his XP.
It's just
on,
talking.
on the talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's really funny.
I've developed, how we give people titles. I think he's the fabulous fibber of our group.
No, he's just face.
Or fabricator, actually.
No.
Fabulous fabricator.
No, face. He's just all talk.
The face, the fabulous fabricator of the feather.
Yeah.
So FFF.
That's- Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah. I figured.
FOS.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
okay. So
I thought it was more like F-O.
I was going to say FOBP.
Yeah, there we go.
after a long hyperspace trip ends, as your ship finally jumps back into real space, through the viewport you can see your destination, the tan world known as Korad. A grey ring circles the planet. As you approach, it becomes obvious that the ring is not comprised of asteroids and dust. Rather, the ring is made up of hundreds of starship wrecks, ranging from tiny snub fighters to battered container ships hundreds of meters long. All is stripped, carbon scored and falling apart. Unidentifiable twisted hunks of metal tumble between the shipwrecks. Searching this ring for the whisper could take you months.
Yeah. I always hated this section because it's too easy to get ambushed.
Well, you've been ambushed a couple of times here.
Yeah.
So, I'm mending the shields and engineering.
We talked to Scyther before.
Yes, you have. He's
We
the
have-
exalted.
we have
That's
it.
what I'm just looking
You
for.
have-
The highest exalted ruler of Korad.
And we have
Yeah.
his contact so that we can.
You basically
Tell him
have to kiss his furry butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
That's
So-
the reason why I'm down here, because I'll probably yell at the little furball.
So I guess it would be smart to try to calm down to them and
You know,
humbly request permission
Mm-hmm.
or some other nonsense like that.
Okay, that will be a diplomacy check on.
I was gonna say, who has?
I have
who
a
has
good one.
Really good diplomacy because
I'm actually pretty good.
There
Okay.
is no diplomacy.
It's,
Negotiation.
negotiation.
I think
So-
I've got a fairly good diplomacy.
I do
as
pretty
well.
okay.
yeah, pity you couldn't do that right next to me, because I could give you three advantages.
You could technically be in the.
No, but the problem is, I think
They
they
can't
actually.
see.
I think they need to actually see
Oh
me as
yeah,
well.
I see.
The
yeah.
problem is they don't put that in the description. It's just by what the thing is saying loom. I actually look threatening, which I don't know how they. Oh, yeah.
You do your gangster pose.
Yeah. But the interesting thing is with that coercion roll, you know how you had was a 3 red. Since I've got intimidation, if I spent 3 willpower, that would have dropped it up to was it 3 purple? And then I hit him with my fear.
As long as he doesn't have the counter to fear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because you can't make Kayana fearful if you try.
Yeah, because I have the counter to it.
But he may not. He might not have.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we want it as Kayana was the one who was making the request, and that Thea is back up on the comms,
You
so
are
that we can then
more than welcome
use
to.
our abilities
While you're
with each
piloting.
other.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Technically,
to lead the
it's the same
diplomacy.
number of dice, but Ariadna has more skill in it. So if she's assisting you, she can give you 3 yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do with that one.
That's.
So if you're both working together, you get that bonus. While I believe we have Brum Brum Crash flying.
Yeah.
Because there's no one else we trust at the moment behind the controls.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly where we.
And this is piloting space.
This will be piloting space, yes.
Yeah.
So she could.
You will have to use it while flying through the debris cloud.
So if it's
Yes.
three yellow, then it'd be 3 yellow,
You can
1
show off again.
green. Yeah, that's it, right?
3 yellow, 1 green
Actually, is there
versus it would be 3 purple.
Is there a talent that the more risk you do, the better you are? Because I think that'll fit Boom Boom great. You just need to find if there's a talent that does that.
I think there are things that make
not
it
bad.
harder for you, but you have a better chance of succeeding.
And I can technically take something out as well. So if you're gonna take something out, you might take that one out.
This. Oh, because we
we're
have
all
all
black.
those.
Yeah.
I'll just take that out then.
And that means you get through to Slythor. You get his nice squib face on your camera, lounging on his chair. Unfortunately, not wearing any shorts, and unaware that the view is showing stuff you'd rather not see.
And we just kind of like
So,
keep the eyes down.
he's doing the Greco-Roman thing and getting fed grapes again.
I was gonna say I will always avert my view, knowing the kind of character that we're interacting with, so that I never actually see the full picture.
He's the Neuro of the furry world.
Well, the seat he's sitting in looks like a child sitting in an adult's chair,
Yeah.
which is why everything's on display.
I will make a reference to.
On the plus side,
He's-
at least eBay's not doing exactly the same thing.
How do you know?
Because you would
Maybe
have been
it's
probably
always covered
throwing
up.
up. Because
Well,
no one
it's-
knows what a Joel looks like under there.
It's Slyther, so we're good. Slyther?
Slythor.
Do I need to do my piloting?
Not yet. They
Not yet.
they haven't asked you to fly through the debris cloud yet. They
Right.
wanted to call up beforehand so they weren't shot at while flying through the debris cloud,
Yeah,
making it
because I
harder.
reckon he's got
Yeah.
his own little gun platforms in there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Absolutely. So, like, my plan was we calms down to him. We say,
Oh, a pretty lady.
"Hello,
Naked man.
greatest, highest, exalted one. We humbly request your permission to land, as we are in search of a ship, and would
Ships,
like,
I have plenty of ships.
we would
I've
like.
got any sort of ship you could want to find.
Oh,
Did you like the last ship we found for you?
yes.
What was the
Which
last
one was
ship? Do you have notes on what?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yes. Great. It was a great ship. I am
ended
searching
up getting
for.
impounded by the Imperials, if I remember correctly.
You're at a
so.
loss
No,
for words
it's
for how much
not
you
that.
appreciate his help.
Yes, and so with
Well, it was just a piece of
that,
shit.
I know Slicer to be great.
It was
And-
actually you negotiated with him to help you find Brum Brum Crash's ship.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's
yeah,
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So last time you were actually quite successful in getting what you were looking for.
Yes. And so, I am in search again. So if I may have your permission, we would love to come and negotiate.
He will
with you.
send in some escorts for you.
Why? Thank
Wouldn't want you to get lost along the way.
Thank you.
All
And
right.
you can hear him stretching.
Amy. Thank you. Bye bye.
And we'll running into
Bye-bye.
any mines. I bet he's got a minefield
Bye-bye.
around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Next thing you hear your comms ring again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an eBay. You can see the blinged out Jawa. There's more bling than Jawa on the screen.
Hello again. Good to see you.
As you can see,
I
he's
feel like-
he's currently in zero gravity with just bling floating everywhere around him.
Oh, I feel like
What?
there
He's
should
finally
be a
been
scene.
spaced?
I feel like there should be a scene
This-
one day where it looks like he's going to fall over the edge of something and he thinks he's not going to, but all the bling brings him over the edge. You know, like those cars where they're like rocking on the edge of like a cliff or something like that, and then some little thing puts them over.
Well, in zero
That's
gravity, he
fine,
can
that's
put on
fine,
more
that's
bling than he
fine,
can
yeah.
normally.
Yeah, but the other thing is, when he falls off the cliff, the bling actually saves him by getting hooked on a branch or
Yeah,
something like
that would work because we do love eBay in all of his.
Seems
Darwin
eBay has been doing
is-
well in stuff, and he is. You think he's asking if you're here to sell something, but he seems to be a little choked with his words at the moment.
Choke?
Yeah, too much bling.
Oh, I see.
I thought it was more of lack of oxygen. Someone who's actually who's like emptying the.
I don't know. With that, I guess we'll say, no, we're here searching for a ship called the Whisper. We believe it's in Slither's grasp, but if you...
Make sure he can undermine Slatho. Only going to cost you. And he starts rolling off numbers that don't seem to stop.
Yeah, no, I figured. If we
Well, he's a-
if we need to negotiate a deal, we'll definitely reach out to you. But
Yeah,
good
it's
to
prob-
see you.
It's probably one thing my loom won't affect.
Um,
eBay.
No, probably not.
No, he already knows me.
If
He knows
you
I
roll
wouldn't
off
expect the crap out of
numbers
it.
and things like that, I'll say, oh, but I thought we were friends.
That was the
Yeah.
friends rate. He starts
That's
doubling the
the friends
numbers.
rate.
Just make sure you don't do family rate, because you know what he does to family.
Family rate is 3 times more.
But
Yeah, no, but
eBay,
then he gets it, puts in a back door and
having
just siphons
saved
his.
your life and saved you from the Imperials, I would have thought you would treat us a lot
Also, his
better than
family.
that.
Don't forget that we saved him against his family.
Yeah, we saved you from your very own family, Eva. I would expect a little bit more appreciation.
Well, he did give you better than family rates.
Well, you know, that is to be said. In terms of these rates, what are you actually offering?
Whatever you need.
Well, we need the Whisper.
I'm sure he can get it for that amount of money.
Well, you give me the Whisper, I'll negotiate the money for it.
We don't have money.
We do.
Not
We've
that
got
much
money.
money.
We've got money.
Not that
I
much.
definitely have money. Yeah, I've got money.
Not
Yeah.
that much money.
We don't know what money he's saying. but I
He's
definitely have
offering
money.
at least 7 figures.
Oh well, we don't have that much money.
You could buy a new one for that
So
price.
yeah.
If people are hunting for it, it's obviously valuable, and he understands that.
So
Okay, it's stolen property.
oh yeah, no.
Which,
I
in
know.
which case, he
Yeah.
might triple the number if you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It's eBay. He's always going for the
So-
more expensive.
Hey, eBay! Guess who's
eBay,
now got a disintegration rifle?
Let me put it in terms like this. Some of the people that might be looking for this ship will be Imperials. So they might just take it from you and probably kill you. So we'd be doing you a favour if we got it out of the way. And if you remember anything from our background, we don't have that kind of money. So if you want any money at all, you need to talk in terms that we can actually supply with you, because we're the ones who are only going to be the people who are actually paying you, whereas the Imperials, they're not just going to take it from you, they're going to take more from you. And I say this in like friendly diplomatic terms, not threatening.
His sort of response is he needs the money to actually get hold of it, not to...
I see, yeah. What information do you have, if anything, about where it's coming from, that you know that you're going to need that kind of figure to get a hold of it? Are you trying to buy it off our exalted ruler of Korad?
Oh, just some of the people he works with.
I was going to say, are you saying that we might be better off dealing with Slifer in this case?
Oh, he definitely won't give you friends rates.
Yeah, that's true. He definitely won't give us friends rates.
Better still, we just steal it from him.
Considering, look, you know, just talking as ex, you know, people as you know, you used to run with us, and you know our ways and means. Are there any other options if we don't have quite that kind of money to pay for it?
Well, he doesn't have the resources to get it otherwise.
Yeah, we may not have the resources to get it that way. And if you can't other options at this point, I'm guessing one of the reasons that eBay has turned up here is it's a lead for us to chase down?
Either that or he's stuck here.
He's been working out of this planet since he left the group.
Right, I see.
Yeah, he might actually be stuck
with
here.
part of Broom Broom Crash's original Cyborg Pegasus.
Oh, I see. So he might be just talking to us because he used to know us and he wants someone to talk to?
That, and he was hoping he could get money to help him get more gear and him leave. But or he might try to take over the criminal empire and be the one in charge.
I don't understand why I haven't done that one yet, to be honest.
Can't you issue a little horsey?
No.
Look,
Due
no,
to the
I
fact
think-
that as soon as eBay becomes the criminal mastermind, his family will move in and he will just become an underling again.
So I think if I'm reading the GM right, he would have to pay to get it, or he would have to pay people off to get information on where it is.
He probably owes a lot of money, and that's probably paying off his debts.
Yeah, that's the reason why he hasn't left planet.
Yes.
Because he can't.
Yeah. So for now, I'll leave him with a.
So the only reason he was brought up is he was here last time you were here.
I'll tell him we'll keep him in mind, but right now we don't have that kind of money to offer, and we're going to have to look into other ways that we can locate this from.
That's 7-figure. Is that how much you owe?
This time.
At the moment, yeah. Could get worse, could get better.
You lost at gambling, didn't you?
Yeah, he lost bad.
Everything's a gamble.
Life's a gamble.
That's true. Really.
Yeah. I think he got scammed.
Yeah.
Someone scammed the scammer.
I will.
He's not the best scammer around.
No. Not when he shows off all his so-called wealth.
Unless other people want to talk to him, I will bid him farewells and let Kiana greet the escort that Slifer has sent because.
Okay, so coming into view, you see 20 little patrol ships.
It's a lot of little patrol ships.
Each of them armed. You could pretty much take on most people who came to the planet, besides a big ship.
Well, I've got a feeling they're piloted by squids. They're cute little things, little ships.
Okay, so they come in and circle around and start to lead you in. Though you realise your ship really could probably fit about 5 of these inside it.
So, does that mean there's no reason to have to roll the planetary?
There would be a
flight
planetary roll because it's not an easy roll flight in.
in? Okay, right, yep.
So it would be
So
2 purple because
like
you've got
so.
an escort. Without an escort, it would be
Is
5
it-
purple.
So it's piloting planetary, not space.
Piloting space.
Piloting space.
Yeah, we're not in the atmosphere yet. As soon as it hits atmosphere.
No, it's still a piloting planetary with space with this vessel because it's a space vessel.
So
Oh, okay. I
for
thought we would have
spa-
changed it with the environment.
For space,
It's the style of
For
vessel.
space, it's 4 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue.
And we'll make one of the purple red.
Fair.
4 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Did you want to roll it? Go for it. I can move.
No,
I don't
all
want you
good.
to hurt
No,
yourself.
Okay,
Yes!
so that is a triumph. You
I was
obviously
gonna say,
did
anytime
quite
you want to
well.
roll and see if you can collect all those triumphs again, I'm happy for you to
Yeah,
take over rolling.
last game I got 7
Yeah.
triumphs.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was trying.
He was used to triumph.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you follow them through gaps they struggle through.
You just like,
Their ships are about probably a quarter the size of yours, and you make it through
stop
easily.
Showing off.
You even make it through holes that just generally aren't big enough for your ship. But you still make it through without hitting anything.
just fit it in right at the correct angle.
I was gonna say,
The wings do fold up,
If-
so we
if-
can fold the wings up, fall through the hole, pop the wings back out again.
the feathers around right now. You're showing him why.
And this is when you just turn and look
You
at the
drive
player and
the
just like,
ships.
that's how you shoot it.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't even have to watch what I'm doing.
Oh, now you've been a show.
Yep.
So how do you describe
And
your
this is-
flying through the debris cloud?
Gungan style.
Upper Gungan style.
Gangnam Style.
I
Lisa.
grab the joystick
Controls?
controls, and
You're singing a song, aren't you?
and basically have AC/DC Highway to Hell.
Yep.
Hit the button on that, and that's jamming along while I'm swerving and diving in between the gaps, coming within mere centimeters of hitting. What are they? Asteroids?
They're other floating derelict ships.
Other debris. Missing the bridge of an enormous starfighter by mere millimeters.
This is why I'm down in the engine area controlling shields.
Doing it comfortably and looking at Feather going Misa pilot, you big mouth,
No, do.
use a bantha fodder.
And you come in for a perfect landing.
Nice and smooth.
You don't even feel the landing.
Yep. So it's just showing.
No. He basically wanted us to
Appreciate him as a pilot.
appreciate. Plus, also, we were missing the Alderon freighter.
Okay, so you get a warning from the squibs who are in the escort saying, reminder to wear breath masks when on planet.
I remember that.
And Slythor will be attending you shortly in his ATPV. All-terrain pleasure vessel.
I'm not worried about that at all. Alright.
I've got a feeling this is just going to be a sail barge.
That's exactly what it's going to be. He's hedonistic as...
Yeah, but the
Everything,
problem is
so-
it's going to be a hut-sized sail barge for a bloody rat.
Do you say that on comms?
No. It's closed helmet, remember?
This is like when I give my small dogs a large-sized dog bed. Like, yeah, they're tiny. They don't need all of it, but like, they
Yeah, they
need
do.
it. They need
They
it.
want the space.
Yes.
They get to roll into different positions. Whereas a big dog is sort of sitting on it going, I'm on this side, I'm on that side, I'm on that
That's it.
side. I'm on all the sides.
Yes.
Curl up and I'm still falling out of it.
Yes.
Okay, so as you're standing on the carbon-scored landing pad amidst piles of debris and scrap metal, the ship's land speeders, droids, and outdated machinery form artificial hills and mountains dominating the scenery. A stiff wind whistles eerily through the wrecks and kicks up a brownish-red dust. A whine of propulsor craft engines coming from the south. You soon see an AT-AT Walker head poking above the hull of a Corellian Corvette. The rest of the battered Walker's body effortlessly crests the debris. Instead of legs, 4 repulsor engines float the massive bulk of the vehicle through the air.
Okay, he couldn't afford one.
The crewed vehicle sets down on the landing pad.
That's probably a nightmare from a Jawa.
A side blast door opens, revealing a muscular Gamorrean. His thick armor is made from the hide of some reptilian creature, and his right hand brandishes a wicked-looking vibro glaive. With a toothy smile and a snort, he motions you to board. And he, as you're coming on, he reminds you of the 4 rules, which you can understand. Not many Gamorreans can actually speak basic. Only address Scythor as highest exalted ruler. Only speak when asked a direct question. Never touch the excited of the highest exalted ruler. Do not lie to the highest exalted ruler.
So is he actually using his voice, or it's actually
His
a robotic?
voice.
Okay, that's weird.
And breaking any of those rules will be him asking you a question in return.
Is that with an AX?
Yep. Well, Morphe's glaive, actually.
Well, then I'll be glaving you a question. Or glaving you an answer.
Yes, but that would require him to be a little bit smarter.
Well, he's smart enough to know how to speak, basically. Instead of wheeling or whatever they...
So that is what the vessel looks like coming over the horizon.
That's honestly super cool.
Yeah, it's just something that a Jawas would do.
Well, and it's highly armored. So the ability to take it down is a lot harder for anyone not sporting heavy weapons.
Yeah, you take the repulsors out.
Still-
Attacking anywhere else is going to have even more armor.
Well, you'd have to first hit it. It would be fairly maneuverable. And it can traverse the world, so knowing where it is would be very hard to scan it amongst everything on this world.
So just to make sure I got these rules right. Only refer to him as highest exalted ruler. Only speak when asked a direct question. Do not touch the highest exalted ruler. And do not lie to the highest exalted ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I wrote that down as only say highest exalted ruler, only speak when asked, no touchy, no lying. Do not throw off his groove.
And the amusing thing is, it is actually titled All-Terrain Pleasure Vehicle.
That's really funny.
And it has a hot tub.
Well, duh! Otherwise, how is it going to be a pleasure vehicle?
With a whole transparent window to look out of as well. From the hot tub.
Yeah.
It's just amusing what they do with those things.
This is all logical to me. I don't know what the issue is here.
And it's also good that he has the extra weaponry on it as well.
Honestly, Scyther is just living out Kesley's dream. Living on the planet where he's the ruler and no one else is really around. Being called highest exalted ruler, my thing is supreme empress overlord. Having a decked out, super cool, formerly military ship with a bunch of cool stuff in it. I don't see the issue here.
Okay, so stepping on board, you can see
No
the
pants.
you can see the bling and dance music going in the background.
This is just like, what's the name of the ruler from Thor Ragnarok? Jeff Goldblum? What's his character's name?
Oh.
It's basically that. I forget his name, but
And looking at it, it basically has one of those almost no expense spared sort of feel to the inside of it. It's more luxurious than you hear of most sail barges. And all you are in the waiting area of it with the chairs here look like they've been salvaged from cockpits and cleaned up and
Grandmaster.
yeah, oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
and gone, and looks like he's blinged to the chairs.
Well, of course.
Of course, none of the chairs match. They're all their own unique little bling.
Yeah.
They weren't identical to begin with, so they may as well.
Yeah, might as well. That's fine.
We've made it into Slythel's place.
You have into his pleasure vessel.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
Is it?
saying that I will announce when I win the lottery, but there will be signs.
Oh. So it's an AT-AT?
He calls it an ATPT, all-terrain pleasure vessel.
Oh, okay. ATPV.
Yeah.
There we go. And who has the wonderful privilege of dealing with the...
We haven't quite gotten that far yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm voting Clown.
Oh gosh.
So as long as it's not me.
You have the better stats though.
Okay, so you are asked who's going to do the negotiations.
I'll assist, but you could be the face.
Is that okay for the rolls?
That is okay.
Okay.
Can I just loom in the background?
I'm sure you can learn.
You.
Okay, so I'm assuming the all four of you are getting on there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you find yourself escorted into what's called the bargain room.
Okay.
On the plus side, he doesn't have a Rancor pit.
Okay, so inside this you see what appears to be a... I could put that in there if you want to turn over it.
No, I'm going, how the hell he stuck a Rancor? And it's going, a little thing.
Okay, the room is littered with what you look at as junk, debris, odd items, spare droids and machine parts, archaic weapons, cultural treasures, weird trinkets, and bizarre collectibles. Think of it as a junker's dream. One, you know, when you watch those antique roadshows and you go,
Yeah.
walking in there, you can just see that he probably got his lifetime of bartering here.
Shiny.
So he's bargaining from his position of power, and he has a actual command chair from some Imperial cruiser that he sits in.
Yeah.
Does it levitate?
It does not levitate, but it has all the buttons, even if they're not connected to anything.
As far as we know.
Yeah, I thought it would be something like Goku's prancing, levitating.
Yeah.
No, this is the one that he was on video with, and he still hasn't gotten his pants.
Yeah, I figured. Again, not hearing a downside to this. It's just what I want to live out in my dreams. Okay. More jealous than anything.
So he to remind you what he looks like, he is perhaps a meter tall, with reddish blue fur. He has huge brown eyes, large ears with white tufts of fur,
So he's kind of like an Ewok, but
No, he's more like a possum rat thing.
Yeah.
So think of him more like a humanoid chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
That-
Definitely Kayana's territory then.
So he's a fairy.
Yeah, he's a furry.
I have no chihuahua.
But they're also
He is
very.
an alien race.
That hasn't stopped some people in the
Furry cutie.
alternative universe,
Yeah.
extended universe, I should say.
And from what you've heard of squibs, the biggest thing with squibs is the haggle. Not winning, not losing, but the negotiation is what they live for.
Mm.
So throwing money at a problem does not interest them.
Does not fix it. Hmm.
And for them, it's the more complicated you make the deal, the more interested they are in the deal.
That sounds very
It's gonna be bad for me. I'm bad at this. Okay. Okay.
So as he does the cross the legs position,
Yep.
So he's now asserting his dominance.
Yeah.
I'll shift and
We'll stand tall at that.
and you see his number one with the vibroglaive doing a loom as well.
Yeah.
Actually, can I counteract that?
No, looms can't be counteracted.
Except I'm just not affected by his.
Oh, that's right, because you
his
don't.
buddy's loom.
So you both got a loom on.
No, it just gives him advantages. There's no resistance against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
you had
normal.
advantages, he has disadvantages.
Yeah. But I'm not affected by it, so it's fine. So with that, I suppose I will start by, I guess, bowing and acknowledging highest exalted ruler. It is great to be in your presence once again, and I am ready to bargain with you for a particular ship that we are looking for.
Okay, so what is your first item to bargain with?
That's a great question. I have nothing to bring. Oh, okay, hold on. I want to negotiate. I gotta figure this out first. What do we have to bargain?
We have eBayer's first. He's golden nuts.
Oh, I see.
Yes, but you don't actually have them with you.
No, they're back at the thing.
No, what do we have? We don't have nothing. We haven't even confirmed that he has anything, so hold on.
No, we haven't confirmed that he still has the ship is still
We haven't
intact.
we haven't even confirmed that he knows anything.
Yeah, we need confirmation before we commit.
Okay, so I will say that we can negotiate first
And
on.
also, he would have required weapons to have not been brought on board.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're not doing the negotiation.
No, I can do negotiation. What do
You are a weapon.
Oh. Well, not according to the last fight.
No, that's because you took your armor off, and you are awesome in hand-to-hand combat.
I
You've
am.
actually got skilled in it. I'm just natural.
Yeah.
So in other words, you would normally floor me.
Well, I
Unless I get a hit.
was originally the national, and then I took skills in
But it's
it.
it's only if I hit you, would floor you. But you're skilled at it, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, technically, she can also block with unarmed.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Not everyone can block with unarmed.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I have to do is able to get past the defense, and then I could just stun the crap out of it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to think what we know. So negotiating thought for thought.
I do know of something, but
Wait.
no, it's not. It
Wait.
It will, but it also puts us at a disadvantage. We just happen to know we're a gravity well defined.
So, What are they seeking?
Well,
Well-
I'm trying to get. He knows where specifically where the whisper is. That is what I'm trying to negotiate first. But with that, I have to offer something.
Yeah, currently
Okay,
we've got nothing
what-
to offer.
Can I offer similar in information or something along those lines?
Well, in terms of information,
And
we-
or services.
we could put him in contact with. We can put him in exclusive contact with buyers who are interested in parts for repairing their ships. They'll pay good money.
Good point. Okay. So with that, I will say, I will offer that we can put you into exclusive contracts and offers for the many ships that you have if you wish to sell.
Well, for an exclusive contract like that, he can see, he scratches his head a little bit, looking at a data pad in front of him. Well, he does have a data pad with 942 Mon Calamari recipes that would be a good trade for that.
Alright, so now we
Very-
need to work our way up.
Very interesting. With that, my exclusive offer also includes
Do we still have the book or whatever from the Eco Evangelist, the Thorian?
Probably. Are you going to give that up?
No, maybe we can get a copy of it, can't we?
I
You
don't
don't
know.
have a copy of it.
Oh, so we've only got the book. I thought it was a digital copy, not a physical book.
No, he gave you a physical book.
Holy shit! You really charmed his pants off.
What was that?
Oh, yeah, it's about ecology and stuff like that. The thing that the Squib probably wouldn't want to know about, but it's probably useful when bargaining for something else.
Yeah. With that, access to contacts for exclusive sales. I will also point out.
What recipes do you know? You should know some recipes from your homeworld.
I was gonna say, apart from the exclusive thing for parts, we can hook him up with things like the contacts like the True Striker network, which would give him access to people he would not have access to,
Yeah.
and that is worth far more. In fact, I would.
I will give him.
I would advise quietly, not quite to a friend, but I think these contacts, in terms of profits for you, are worth far more than these recipes are.
I will give him 2 contacts from the True Striker network as well that can put him into more exclusive.
In which case,
negotiations.
he will offer you his right-hand droid, R4B11, and a wrestling match with Gar. Gestures to Gar beside him.
With that, if I threw in
Actually, you could probably take him.
3 more contacts.
I think we might have to look at beyond just contact.
I know, if you could think of something else, but I'm offering this. I'm making it complex. 3 more contacts with the True Striker network that are a little bit higher up and have a little bit more need for some pretty exclusive ships.
Is there any
What
way
can you
of working out what he actually wants?
Oh no, this is the fun.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
For him,
So-
he wants negotiation. If
Yeah.
you just give him
no,
what
no,
you
no,
think
no,
he
no, no.
wants.
I'm just trying to work out a way to make it fun for him, but what
What?
actually would be making work for him to make it fun.
You gotta work too.
I was gonna say is you could offer things like a sword lesson from an actual Mandalorian.
We'll get there.
You know,
Okay,
that kind
so
of
he
thing.
goes, well, I will throw the droid R4 B11 back on the table with an ammo bandolier converted to hold beverage bottles.
Sounds cool. With that, I will also offer.
Well, you're basically adding new things every time. He's
I am.
starting his one off fresh each time.
Okay, so with contacts for exclusive contracts, 5 contacts with the True Striker network. I will add on a
if wrestling's on the table, technically there's no Ash here to defend himself.
Ash will get
Spanked.
Okay, so
Ash does the spanking, so
no, the thing is,
he has the gimp outfit.
Would like a mud wrestling?
Well, he's got
They
the
don't
outfit
really have
for
mud
it.
here.
You know.
Jelly
No.
wrestling. 'Cause you can manufacture
I will.
jelly.
I will offer a master swords lesson for either yourself or your compatriot.
Okay, so he goes, I'll throw back in the data pad with the 942 Mon Calamari recipes, with the ammo bandolier that you could put your beverages in, as well as my personal assistant droid, R4, B11, and this handy dandy black powder pistol with a bantha horn handle. He shows you a nice shiny handle on this black powder pistol.
That is very fancy.
Even rubs it with you to get it that perfect shine.
Let me guess, it's a one shot.
It is a single shot black powder pistol.
Yeah.
Very,
So
very,
one shot
very
and it's
fancy.
one shot and it's done.
I will offer.
But also something that most weapon detectors will not detect. It has no energy signature whatsoever.
True. Very true.
Don't they also have chem detectors as well?
They'd have to have a chemical detector running. Most of the time they search for energy. It's completely non-electrical.
Yeah, the only thing is stormtrooper armor will protect against it.
Well, just don't fire at people with armor on.
Most of the time you will be firing at people with armor on.
Except for when I fought that one guy.
Piloting lesson from the ace pilot.
There we go. Okay, so I will throw in everything aforementioned,
We
along with a private lesson from one of the most regarded racing pilots famous pilots in the galaxy.
Yes.
Broom
Oh,
Crash.
feather.
Broom! No, famous racing pilots. Broom Crash. Feather is all talk. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Okay, so with your, he will counter that with the droid, the black powder pistol, the ammo bandolier, a collection of Uztos bottles that will fit into the bandolier, the data pad for the recipes, and he pulls out this tooth from a large carnivorous predator.
Okay,
And then
let's take bets on does the personal assistant droid know where the ship is?
actually, have we got any points left?
One.
Yeah, I'll flip it and the droid knows where the ship is.
But whether the droid
No.
will tell you is also another
no,
thing.
that's a different thing. Be careful.
And you may also insult the guy.
Yeah.
True.
Because this is part of the game.
No. Okay. No, the other thing is, since he likes feather, he can get a signed autograph, a photo with the esteemed
All
feather.
aforementioned previous negotiations and a photograph opportunity with the other famous pilot of the galaxy, Feather.
Okay, so on top of what he's offered before, he throws in the wrestling match with Gar and spare parts to a moisture evaporator.
What skills you got? What do you want to do?
I ain't wrestling.
Does Thea have any skills that she wants to show off?
No, but Thea has.
So is that clothed to one clothed?
Yes, doesn't matter.
Thea is from a well-known animal beast wrangling family, so I presume that
We're not
I
giving up
have
the cats.
collected. No, I have collected a certain amount of animal parts and things. And I have taken notes of little bits and pieces that I've collected over time. I'm wondering whether or not I can reasonably offer him some. I think it's the flutter. Is it the flutter bottoms we're transporting? I was just trying to look for the proper name for them that we transported, and I'm just wondering. I think they had feathers on them, and I'm wondering if I could have collected
I
feathers
believe
from
you
them
probably could have had feathers from them.
and have maybe made them into a cool looking kind of headdress or armband that we could offer. And it's very
Armband for
unique.
you, headrest for him.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. So we could offer him something like that. It's very unique, very hard to get.
Okay,
So if you sell it like
So,
This is starting to
all
remind me of-
affirmation
was
plus
it
that.
King Julian?
and he's happy to do the same and throw in the location of the whisper.
Aha! We did it. Okay, I have to write down everything that we offered. So,
Yeah, the interesting
contacts
thing
for
is,
ship parts.
there
5
was-
contacts from True Striker Network.
so the contact for ship parts, and then the 5 with the True Striker.
Oh, we get a droid again.
Sword lesson from
what the
pilot
hell are we going to do with moisture parts?
lessons.
I'm pretty sure we can trade like we've just done with Slifer here.
From photo up.
How many desert worlds are we going to go near?
Not just desert worlds use it, other worlds will use it for bringing water into environments that they can't just get normally.
Contracts
Okay,
for
hostile.
contacts for ship parts. 5 contacts from True Striker Network. Sword lesson from pilot lesson from Brum. Photo up with feather and just the feather armband.
Flutter bottom. Flutter bottom.
Yeah, and you've got.
It's an actual animal that we transported at one
So
stage.
what? Yeah, the other thing is, what type of wrestling is it? Arm wrestling or full blown wrestling or what?
It is a proper Gamorrean wrestle.
Okay, what is a Grimorian wrestle?
Think of it like sumo wrestling.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Yeah, guess what?
I was going to say, you also need to write down what we're getting.
I was gonna say I have to write down all this again. So if you could say it very slowly.
Okay, top of the thing you really wanted was the information on the location of the whisper, which will give to you after you've made good your end of the deal.
Okay.
The droid R4B11, who is a beat up astromech.
It's okay, we're good at repairing astromechs.
Black powdered pistol with a banter horn handle that's shiny.
Which I think Ash is probably going to be good with that.
A complete collection of Utah's bottles.
What bottles?
Utah's.
What are they?
They are bottles.
What are Utah's
I have
bottles?
no idea what Utah's bottles are. But you have an ammo bandolier converted to hold those bottles.
Oh, nice.
I think Feather would like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would suit Feather quite a bit.
The spare parts for a moisture evaporator. A data pad with 942 Mon Calamari recipes.
So we could just transfer off those recipes to what is essentially a USB and then just use the data pad.
Pretty much, yes. A tooth from a large carnivorous predator.
Okay, so.
Tooth's almost as big as he is.
I was going to say, that's more Thea's thing.
And the last one is a wrestling match with Gar. Clothing optional, he said.
I'll do that one.
There you go.
You're going to get
Just arrived home,
creamed.
guys. Just arrived home.
That's okay.
You've got a black powdered pistol that we thought would probably be good for you.
I still want the wrestling thing. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
no, you could have both, technically, I'm fairly
Okay,
sure.
so you're wrestling in what, spandex?
I can wrestle in that latex
No, I was
outfit
gonna
I've
say
got.
you got the latex outfit.
Yes.
That's what. At one stage, I was threatening, for lack of a better word, to put you into the bargaining pool as a person that could wrestle, mud wrestle, jelly wrestle someone because you've got the perfect outfit for it.
I thought we had a better relationship than that, Thea.
Oh well, you know.
Okay, so the Utah of
Utah.
Now I can understand. I can understand. Boom Boom Crash wouldn't have put me in there. But, yeah.
Sorry, just a sec. What was that, Mark?
I can understand Boom Boom Crash put me up for the naked latex wrestling. But
No,
yeah.
it wasn't latex. I was saying you could do the jelly wrestling because you got the perfect outfit. You have the latex
Oh
outfit.
yeah, it would slide around. It'd be very hard to capture. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's
Yeah.
what I thought it could be a lot of fun for you, but
That's
we didn't
right.
do that.
Oh, thank you. It's also okay.
We,
Maybe
we
next
just
time.
joked about it.
That's okay. It was always next time.
So yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
Okay.
I'll let you
So I
continue,
thought it
Mark.
was
Sorry.
Utah.
So I was gonna say,
Utah.
Yeah.
with that, I say deal accepted. Highest exalted one. We will now follow through on getting that information to you. So we'll
Yep. So we've got to
Exchange.
do the dueling lesson.
yes.
And the
Flight
private thing. While you guys are doing that, I will contact True Striker Network to gain the contacts. Oh, it won't be hard. We're always looking for parts and things, so that part's actually to mutual advantage.
Yep.
And I'll contact. I've got to remember his name. I'll look it up.
Or which one?
Because we're going to do the
Exclusive
seller.
Yeah.
Someone who wanted to buy parts, basically.
No.
Oh no, no one's sick in eBay on him.
No. The who wanted the parts was the
Interdictor, the
spider,
guy.
the spider guy.
Yeah, the guy on the interdictor. I
Yeah.
wrote his name down somewhere, but I can't see it straight away.
I know.
But I
Okay.
do have his contact.
So it's bottles made from
His
the
name
Utah
is-
system.
So fancy bottles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
located near the Kurmnak cluster. It's from the deep core.
Aquilish.
So that's probably why. It's bloody.
His name. I thought his name was Quintel. That's it.
Yeah, so anything from the deep core is expensive.
So that's another ship. Picture of his pleasure ship.
It's cool.
Now, do I have to roll?
And that's a
Yes.
picture of what their Squib's little ship is.
So I was right.
that's
It is a
fine.
little.
So it's the size
Yeah.
of your cockpit,
Yeah.
literally.
So that is speeder proof. That AT. You can't trick.
Yeah.
So it's speeder proof.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, because the harpoons can't even go through the armor.
Well, they can attach to it because they're magnetic harpoons.
So do
Yeah, but then you got the speeder getting dragged along by
Pretty much.
a faster ship, because I reckon that's going to go faster than the speeders can.
Well, it has more weight, so less likely to be dragged by a speeder. So yes,
dueling lesson.
it will probably be a couple of days of doing stuff,
Yep.
and as we're past 10:30,
Oh,
and
oh.
some people have work in the morning, it might be a good point to finish up with next session being you dealing with what you've just agreed to do.
Yeah.
I think Feather will be quite happy taking a selfie with a.
Yeah, feather
it's
the
naked- with a naked
autograph with thing that won't be a
So
problem.
that's the basic thing of him sitting on the chair
Yeah.
and doing the unfortunate leg crossing.
Yeah. Is the unfortunate leg crossing a part of the actual book, is it?
No, it's just the suits the
image.
personality.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone who doesn't even think.
Yeah, still. No, thank you.
So I'd like to know how he got into power.
Clever?
I think he was here first.
Right
no one
place,
else
right
wanted
time.
it at the time.
No,
and
I got a
he-
sneaking suspicion it's because he made friends with his big bodyguard, and none of the Squigs want to go against him.
Yeah, fair.
Well, he does have a rather intelligent Gamorrean helping him.
Yeah, I reckon he's.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will put it under end credits then, and we can talk after that.
Yes, and I have to go through.